Star Report. I'm your host, Star. Welcome to the show. Folks, it's Friday. I'm going to be on one, all right? I hope that you are sipping, drinking, whatever you do, and call in and let's enjoy the topic of discussion, okay? Earthquake shakes New York, New Jersey, Philly as well, okay? And the HARP program theory. Now, I've got to be very careful using that word because the algorithms are everywhere, okay? This is just a theory of mine. And let me just say early, the Biden administration is playing dirty. They're playing dirty. This election coming up, it's all on the table, huh? And Sleepy Joe doesn't have time to play with colored folk this time around, going on your radio stations, hitting the campaign trail. He doesn't have that energy anymore. But what he does have is something called the earthquake. Pow! To get a lot of views in check. Oh, and niggas are in check. Folks, I'm down here in North Carolina, in case you don't know, Emerald Isle. And when I got, a couple of calls about the earthquakes, and the aftershocks going on up north, I said, thank you, Jesus. I sold my home just in time in Stone Harbor. Could you imagine if some type of structural damage would have occurred? Whoo, child. That's all I thought about. Not is anybody okay who I know? No, handle your handle. But that's my discussion this evening. And in the community section, I put a little something there for you, if you care to take a peek, I was going to put the link to the HARP program, but I said, nah, it's Friday. Nobody feels like reading. So I put a video there for you if you care to just, take a peek at it, all right? It's just a theory of mine. I have no proof, all right? And salute to one of my associates who I spoke to today earlier. This nigga ran out the house with no shoes on, he told me. I said, what the fuck? I said, well, ain't you the same nigga who used to tell me a decade ago when you hear gunshots, that shit don't even faze you? But an earthquake, the nigga runs outside with no shoes on. Scared to death, scared to look, shook, huh? And if there's anybody from the South who wants to call in and get at these hoe-ass niggas up north who was scared, phone lines open right now, please. Please, I beg you to call in because, all on social media, black folk, just, I had to check on the kids. I thought I saw a putty cat. I thought the building was going to fall. It felt like, what was that movie with Michael Clark Duncan? Y'all gonna cut the lights off up in here? I was just scared of the dark. It was like 1,000 or a couple of thousand of those types of Negroes scared over a goddamn earthquake. Now, I've got some stats here for you going back decades, centuries, if you will, with regards to damaging earthquakes felt in New Jersey, New York, yada, yada, yada. And I don't usually do conspiracy shows, but tonight we're going there, okay? Also, guys, my showrunner, Vice News presents When Black Women Go Missing. This is a documentary that I just recently watched. I thoroughly enjoyed it, and I want to see if some of you, if you even care. Why don't you care when black women, black children go missing? You've got black mothers, black aunties, black daughters, black nieces, Nana's black, and just why don't you care? The documentary was very well put together. I've got the information on the director, Alexis Johnson, and I'm waiting on Deeds to send me some information right now with regards to who put this together. Vice News, but the information was very, very useful, and I want to see if some of you, with all due respect, and I'll be very, very respectful if you have ever gone through this. I have not had a family member missing. I can't imagine that. That's got to be something that is just unfathomable, I had a teacup chihuahua named Cinnamon one time. She ran away for 6 or 7 hours. This is back in Pennsylvania, somewhere in 2010. I went from door to door with my goddamn bushmaster accusing the neighbors of taking my fucking dog. She came home later on, but I said, God damn. Could you imagine if that were a child of mine? But the documentary, very well done. Again, when Black women go missing, I recommend this. There is a movie that I tried to watch earlier with what is her name from the Jamie Foxx show? Is it Giselle? I don't know how you say her name. I like her as far as an actress. She's of Haitian descent. I didn't watch that movie. And then HBO has like a 4-part or 5-part documentary series called Black and Missing. I was trying to watch that today, but I was just too busy. But anyway, that's my showrunner. When Black women go missing, I want to have that discussion, about solutions. Solutions. I don't have a lot of notes tonight. I just want to go off the rails. I just want to, sip and talk a little crazy tonight, But I think it's Minnesota where they have the first task force for missing Black women. Why only one? Black people were so strong centuries ago, I don't know. It's a discussion I would like to have. And if anybody has any solutions, how to put together, better networks to find missing Black women, Black children. If you just want to call in and troll, why not? It's Friday. If you want to call in and say something crazy, these hoes is out there scheming, scamming, and they get what they get. Okay. Phone lines open, all right? Hang on a second. Okay, Deeds, I got your email. Thank you so much. I will check that shortly. I spoke to white boy Rory earlier, okay? And we were so on the same page with regards to the earthquake, and I said, man, I said, the crack is laying it down. Oh, aren't they, Rory? He said, yeah, OG. You just watched Oppenheimer, the movie, get all sorts of awards. Yes? The Caucasian master of technology has the capability to tamper with frequencies. A salute to my homie White Trash Shalene. I spoke to her last week. I remember back in 2004 when I was doing radio on Power 104.1 in Hartford, Connecticut. And I was speaking about the HARP program, and she laughed. She said, what are you talking about? Get out of here. Nonsense. They have the capability. Now, whether or not it was used, in New York, New Jersey, and parts of Philly, I don't know, but that's where I'm going. Excuse me. And I think that the Biden administration may not be behind it. Okay, what say you? Okay, phone lines are open. All right, JG, I got your donation. Thank you for tapping in. Gemstar, thank you. Okay, I'm coming to the phones early. Just give me a second. Something else I wanted to mention. Oh, guys, if anybody wants to call in and just educate me on the J. Cole diss at Kendrick Lamar, Drake is involved. I need to be educated. J. Cole's teeth bother me. His teeth look like a fucking picket fence. I can't watch him talk. I know he's all that, but I don't know. I haven't fully paid attention. Oh, and thank you. What is her name? Lanique. Thank you, Lanique. She sent me the Meek Mill video. Yes, pardon me. Yes, I saw that Lanique with Meek Mill doing the bunny hop, and one of his white friends talking to him crazy. When did we see that, troll babies? Wasn't that a year ago? I wish I had never saw that. I feel so different about him now, But anyway, Lex Diamond's got your donation, sir. Do you want to tap in? If not, thank you for your support. Okay. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna talk about the upcoming eclipse. It's all part of the plan, if you ask me, to get you in check. You're too focused on reparations. Never mind the migrants. Pardon me. Never mind the migrants. You've got other things to worry about now. Destruction and earthquakes. And in case you didn't catch it, I think less than 2 weeks ago, Sleepy Joe Biden, who I didn't vote for and I will not, he called the illegals, or he said that the illegals built this country. Did you catch that, troll babies? Holy smokes, all right? Thank you, Lex Diamonds. Crown, I got your donation. Are you tapping in, Crown? Oh, Crown! Thank you, Crown. Yes, June the 15th, the rally for reparations in D.C. That's another reason why, in my mind, you had a little taste. You had a little taste, today by way of the earthquake. Never mind the rally down there in D.C. upcoming, as Crown just pointed out, migrants and other things. Pow! It's called power, okay? All right, let's get the show going here early. Area code 910. You don't have to follow my lead, but I do want to talk about the earthquakes up north. Are you there? Area code 910. Good evening.
I'm there. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing, sir. What do you want to start? I'm on one. Just letting you know right now. I'm on one.
Yeah, I'm gonna start with the earthquake.
Okay.
But I really think, I'm a person who believes in God, or believes in a higher power. I don't really think it's any type of what's that called? HARP.
Okay.
Or stuff like that.
Okay.
I don't think it's HARP. I feel like when people say it's HARP, I feel like we're giving too much power to the government, and I feel like we're giving too much power to these people, man. Like there's not no higher power moving things and shaking things. I believe in karma also.
Okay.
And
the concept of action, karma. Go ahead.
Yeah, and I think that we're just living under a group of people who brag and boast about their technology and this and that, but
might this be a sign, sir, that the Messiah is returning? I'm on one. Please pick up the energy. Might this be a sign?
Yeah, it's definitely a sign, especially with the eclipse, man. Because if you look at the eclipse from 2017 and this,
did you repent, sir? Are you ready for the Messiah to return? You said you subscribe to the theory of God. Did you repent?
I'm trying. Okay. Definitely trying.
You sound like a heathen, sir. You sound confused. Is Jesus your Lord and Savior?
No, not Jesus. No, I don't subscribe to Jesus, man. Yahweh, Yahweh is my King, my God.
Okay.
But on a repent thing, I'm not perfect. We're all striving to be perfect. But just on the earthquake,
no, sir, we're not all striving to be perfect. Some of us are celebrating the flesh, and we are living in the now. We're not all striving to do a goddamn thing. But now, hang on a second. You're denouncing. Hang on, sir. You're denouncing the HARP research program. What do you know about it? Established in 1993. It's out there in Alaska, sir. It's real. It's real in a real deal Holyfield. You're denouncing it. Have you done any research?
Real. It's real. The technology is real. Listen, I'm not denying that there are people with a lot of money creating, inventions to change the weather or move the weather. But I believe that you might have a plan, to build this type of equipment to do whatever you're trying to do, but I think it's gonna fail. At the end of the day, you're not a god. Like, you're just a regular human being who makes mistakes. You can plan one thing, but there's going to be something that's going to mess your plan up. You get what I'm trying to say?
So I respect your opinion, and I'm just going to say this with regards to the theory of God. I've asked the question. I'm not sure if you heard me a year or so ago ask you, is your God or the theory of God a frequency, right? The HARP program is based upon frequencies. And when you have humans who want to be godlike, they become power drunk and destructive, and they try to tap into a frequency to kill other people. So I just want to say that. Not that you have to believe me, sir, but I'm on one. I appreciate your call. Can you finish up in 10 seconds, please? 10 seconds.
Yeah, I just. People just give too much power to the government, man. These people are not all powerful, man. They make mistakes.
Okay.
And there we have a thing called Mother Nature and natural disasters. Like
8, 9, 10. Thank you, sir. Thank you. He was just, good guy, just killing my vibe a little bit, folks. I'm just, Let's pick up the pace. Good evening. This is the Star Report. It's Friday. Okay. Two-Tone, I got your donation. Thank you for tapping in. Might you want to call in, sir? He says, salute, big nigga for the machine. the HARP program. In New York and in New Jersey, we can go back to 1884, 5.5 on the Richter scale. Charleston, South Carolina, 1886, 7.7 on the Richter scale. New Jersey coast, 1927. So earthquakes are not unusual. However, as a lot of black folk like to say, why now? Why now? Why now? Please call in with all the why now conspiracies tonight, please. I want to ask you, why now? Sleepy Joe. Politics is the dirtiest game. I think you will agree with me on that, huh? People talking about voting for Trump. My homie, I started to text Michael Rappaport. Troll babies, is Michael Rappaport talking about voting for Trump? Oh, really? Well, we got something right here for you to take a look at. Pow! Okay. Hey, Janelle, I got your donation. Thank you for tapping in. Might you want to call in? I'm not sure what's going on with, I know Drake did an interview years ago with my homie Elliot Wilson, talking about him and Kendrick and J. Cole, but now Kendrick pulled out or sent a shot. Cacao. I think was it on Future's new album with Metro Boomin? How the fuck is Metro Boomin and Future allowing Kendrick to take a shot at Drake? Please educate me, all right? Let's go to area code 442. Good evening. It's Friday. We're talking about the earthquakes up in the north. Are you there? 442.
All right, what's happening?
What's up, man?
What's going on?
What's going on?
I was just bumping your old song, Bum Bitch.
Yeah. Nobody cares, sir. Get up to speed or you're out of here. Nobody gives a fuck about back in the days.
Okay, I think it's funny that people are trying to tie the comet in with the earthquake and prophecy. And do they not think about the fact that our people are the ones that name the comet? It's supposed to be the mother of dragons comet, and they're trying to say that's some type of sign, but we name the fucking comet.
Well, what people are you talking about, number one? And watch your filthy Caucasian mouth with that profanity. Okay? This is a business, white boy. You got me?
I'm not white, I'm Irish.
Well, whatever you're. Okay, Euro trash. Stop with the profanity. And what people are you talking about?
Like the guy that just called in right before, Mr. Low Energy.
Well, never mind him. What do you think? Are you up in the north? Were you affected by the earthquakes?
I'm in California, so earthquakes aren't shit to me.
Okay.
Sorry about the language. No, I just think it's funny. I don't think there's any connection to any kind of prophecy. But HARP is definitely legit. And the Taiwan, that earthquake just happened a few days ago. That could, I think China might be firing up their HARP.
Sounds logical to me.
You know what
Sounds
I mean?
logical.
And, then they hit Jersey just to show us what time it is.
Yeah, you see, now you've got your Euro trash thinking cap on. Come on, never mind the other caller. Yeah, it's plausible. Yes, you don't have to.
Well, you did.
I'm just asking. You don't have to agree with me. The HARP machine, based in where? Alaska. It's real. Yes.
Yeah. Well, that's the base we know about. I'm sure every major power on this planet has that technology at this point, like nukes.
I'm listening.
Yeah, I don't know. What do you think about the earthquake? Do you think this is all just coincidence?
No, I think Caucasians like yourself, even though you don't subscribe to, well, you do subscribe to the white ideal, but phenotypically, you're
Thank
Caucasian.
God.
Well, listen,
I am blessed.
Okay. I think that it's a very real scenario that could have happened. I mean, death and destruction is what young Caucasian males like yourself, that's what you breed upon. How old are you, if you don't mind me asking?
I'm 33.
Aha. So you've still got a lot of bullshit in you. You know, I don't know if you're a I don't know where you are in terms of your ideology or not, but I think it's plausible. I don't know if it's certain. I'm just throwing it out there, but I'll let you finish up. Go ahead. Okay, you got to pick up the pace, man. Come on, finish up. I got to go. Okay, he's got the heroin needle stuck between his toes. All right, guys. Dominique, I got your donation. Hey, is that Dominique? Hey, Dominique. If that is you, let me know so I can get your banner on the screen. If that same banner is still good to go. Thank you for your support, Dominique. That's another one of my alleged daughters. Okay. The Real Rico Mercado got your donation. He says all praises to the Most High. Okay. Bone doing work. Where are you, man? Hold a second. Hold on. And where's Rory? Where's white boy Rory? Let's go, Rory. Bone doing work. Sit tight, man. Sit tight. Nat from Michigan. Salute. I'm calling in. Okay, Nat, what is your area code? This might be Nat here. 517. I'm guessing. Nat, is that you, sir, on a Friday night? Nat.
Yo, this Nat from Michigan started to send a donation. What's good?
Hey, man, good to hear from you. I'm a little turned up tonight. I had that nap earlier. What do you want to start, Nat?
Listen, I heard New York got touched up a little bit by the rumblings.
Yeah.
They said they was doing the Harlem Shake all around. I'm just coming up to speed. That's wild.
Nat, I spoke to a nigga earlier, an old nigga talking about, yo, I ran out the house in those shoes. I said, why, nigga?
They shook. Run out the house in those shoes. Get out of here, man. Listen. Man, I'm just getting home. Let me talk Michigan shit stuff real quick. The Tigers won today. We 6-1 in first place in the AL Central. Detroit Tigers stand up. We coming back. We beat the bum ass Mets a couple of days ago. You know what I'm saying? So the thing is, I'm just checking in. I'm just getting home. I'm having a wonderful week. My wife is looking good. I got friends here. We having a good time.
Nice.
And that's what's up. I'm just calling salute to say what up, make everybody. The trolls get busy. In New York, hold it down, man. You got shook up everybody. I'm talking to. Say, yo, it's crazy out here, man. You know.
Hang on, Nat. Stay with me. Oh, shooting each other up, beating on women, domestic violence. All of that is just regular shit. But when an earthquake goes down, niggas get scared.
Yeah, defund the police, man. Who you calling now? Yeah, man, boys are soft, man. Motherfuckers are soft out here. It's all good, man. I like that point, man. So listen, I'm out of here. I gotta go handle some business. Salute, keep the show popping. 100.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Hey, Deeds. I got Deeds' email. Hold on a second. Okay, yes, the documentary, guys. My showrunner, Vice News presents When Black Women Go Missing. I urge you to watch this. Deed says it covers 3 women: Crystal Anderson from Augusta, Georgia; Brittany Doherty, St. Paul, Minnesota; and Shamiri Brantley in Illinois. Yeah, it was very moving, this documentary. And I just, I've got some feelings with regards to, a network. Hang on a sec. Let me put this in my live chat. I've got some feelings with regards to why a documentary like this or the information does not get the traction that it needs. But it's like, Jesus Christ. You've got the power now. Stop looking for the dominant society to talk about the issues that affect, people of color. I know the propaganda over the centuries and the propaganda that still exists is damaging. Okay, check in my live chat, guys, for the link to the director. Pardon me, but I just There's multiple issues as to why the communication between civilians and law enforcement, and it's not just Caucasian law enforcement, it's black officers as well. There's an issue with regards to the communication, and I can't necessarily put my finger on what the problem is. Is it social media? Is it the way that you're being perceived? Is it a lack of this whole thing with stop talking to police, stop telling? What is it? I don't know. Uh-oh, there he is. The white Denzel, a.k.a. white boy Rory, in the building Friday night. It was cracking.
Yo, Star, what's up? What's good, man? Kicking it live from New York City.
Yeah.
Home of the earthquake.
You and I spoke
Shook
briefly.
black folks.
Come on.
Yo, black people flipping the fuck out. I don't understand it.
Yeah.
Pardon my French. I don't understand it. You're not really seeing white people like that. When they said 911 was all jammed up, don't bother calling now. I knew that was black people.
Yeah.
They were having a Lord Almighty, God Almighty, hallelujah moment.
Yeah.
You know?
Help me, Jesus.
Walk in the woods.
Oh, Lordy, Miss Claudie. Go ahead.
Yeah. They shook as hell. From Far Rock to way up to the Bronx, man. From Far Rock all the way up to the Bronx. The minorities are shook about this little earthquake. It was really just, some tremors. We didn't have no earthquake. I mean, the building shook, but nobody was falling down. The road nobody died. No buildings fell down. But all of a sudden, black people are having a come to Jesus moment. Mm-hmm. So, I agree with you. I think it's a Biden tactic. I think he knows how to mess with black people's heads. Yeah. And, use the heart.
I don't have time to go on the Breakfast Club this time around and play witches. I can't be out there every goddamn campaign stop. But hold on a second. I got something for you to help get your fucking mind right. I got something for you.
Right.
And he pushed a button.
Right.
Go ahead. Got something for you.
A little scare. Yeah, just a little scare. But he knows the population that is easy to scare, He ain't going to tell you twice you ain't black if you don't vote for Biden. He ain't going to tell you twice. He ain't going to put you in your place twice. He's going to show you a little something. Right. Yeah, black people scary as hell. I don't know. They're losing their mind. As a matter of fact, it was funny today because I didn't see many black people on the street, which was, I really didn't. That whole earthquake, little tremor thing happened, and then the news went crazy, and I went out after that, and I felt a tremor afterwards. There was like one tremor. I was in a bar, I was having a beer, and there was one tremor afterwards. And the bartender was like, "Yo, did you feel that shit?" I said, "Yeah, I felt that shit." Yeah. And he was like, "Yeah."
You went to have a Guinness Stout, You have a Guinness Stout. This ain't nothing. This ain't nothing to complain. Hey, Rory, I've become my father a lot. But today when I heard about the earthquakes, I became my father. My father would have said something to the effect of, "What is the cracker up to now? What is the cracker up to now in terms of the earthquake?" Just people were thinking of, I don't know, goddamn, a bomb was dropped or something that, having to do with the Gaza. It's crazy. Hold on a second, Rory, sit tight.
Really didn't feel like that. An earthquake was the last thing that came to my mind. I think most New Yorkers' mind. It felt more like somebody was doing work around the place on the building or the subway, something like that. Like it felt like something like that. It didn't feel like it was some crazy ass earthquake. I remember one time there was an earthquake when I was a kid, like 88, 89 in San Francisco during the World Series. And that was buck wild. We didn't have no shit like that, And I don't know. You can't really scare the devil, if we're gonna die, we're gonna die. Like, what's so scary about that? Oh my God, God's coming. He's doing something to kill us. Okay, well, if God's gonna kill us, then we need to be killed. I mean, it's God, right? if he's gonna kill us, who that's probably the best person to kill us. At least you ain't getting smoked out by.
If you ask me, dying in an earthquake is a lot easier than burning in a fucking lake of fire. Hang on a second, Rory, the commissioner. I got your donation, sir. Thank you for tapping in. Monster the animal. Okay. Okay. He says Brittany lookalike hiding at Rory's bunker. Okay. Food, peace, and self-care. I got your donation. First, Putin dropped the Black Jesus. Now an earthquake. Ooh. Okay. Okay.
Black Jesus.
Jay Bandit, where are you, Jay Bandit? Are you camming up? You better not be outside. It better not be loud. Give me a second. I'll get to you, Jay Bandit, okay? Tony D, I got your donation. Thank you for tapping in. He says, Faye is doing this to scare the black babies. I agree. Go ahead, Roy. Go ahead.
Yeah, we got, whatever about Black Jesus. Tonight, White Jesus is Caitlin Clark. She's going to bust her ass and take us to the finals and win this championship with this white team. But yeah.
Is that tonight?
Yeah, that's tonight. Yeah, watching the game now. They're playing UConn.
Oh, wow. Okay. I'm going to cut this show short then. Well, I didn't know that. Shit. Okay. Rory, before you go,
I gave you the link. I gave you the hookup.
Yeah, I'm good. Before you go, Vice News has a documentary. I enjoyed it. Any thoughts on, black women, black children when they go missing, and the dominant society not giving the attention that it would? Or do you think that at this point in time, with the power of the internet and other platforms, black people have to focus more on topics like that as opposed to the tea and the mess? What do you think?
No, I gotta be honest with you, son. Don't nobody care about black women going missing. A lot of them be running away from their problems and stuff. So, they just move from state to state. So no, nobody care about that. We had an earthquake, you know what I'm saying? Nobody care about black women going missing. This America. Hey, what the hell?
I appreciate
Black women run away from home all the time. I mean, I don't know. How many grandmas are raising the babies? Right? I mean, is that like, am I saying something crazy? I'm not being crazy. Grandma's raising a baby. Why grandma raising a baby? Because black women, they're gone. They're out of town. They're getting that bread. They're, living their life. So no, nobody cares about black women going missing. They're not really missing.
Okay.
They're just not where they're supposed to be.
Okay. Okay. Good to talk to you, Rory. Good to talk to you.
All right, sir.
Okay. All right. So, folks, this is the objective perspective. I will let you speak. Okay. You will have the last word, of course. Frank White, I see you, sir. Thank you for your donation. Spanky Big Head. My white and Indian neighbors in New Jersey were outside shook. Rory, stop it. Okay. Were they shook because of equity they have in the home? Or were they shook because they felt that they were going to die? See, there's different cultures get shook for different reasons. I almost started laughing when this guy who I've known for decades, it's gangster nigga from back in the day, said, I ran outside with no shoes. So what the fuck was that about? It's just the nigga who I know, I'm not going to put his business out there, just gangster. Ran outside and come to find out he left the fucking dog inside and left the... Sheesh. Bone doing work. You want to cam up? Hold on a second, guys. Let's see if we can get some folks to cam up this evening, huh? Talk about the harp machine theory of mine. You don't have to agree with me. I'm just putting it out there. Okay. Okay, someone sent me an email. Okay, that's not my focus tonight, but thank you. Something about a shooting at Chipotle. Okay. Thank you so much. Okay. Jay Ben, let's get you on the screen, man. But you have to have a good connection, and you cannot have noise in the background, homie. It's not going to work tonight. Villard got your donation. He says, real nigga time. Yes, sir. Thank you. I heard about this earthquake, and I said, boy, that goddamn Biden ain't playing around, huh? Not this time. Alex, got your donation. Thank you so much. Rory flosses his teeth with used heroin needles. Okay. Let's go to area code 848. You're calling from New Jersey. Yes, no, maybe? 848.
Yes, absolutely. How you doing tonight, Star? How you feeling?
Yes, sir. What's cracking?
Where's that Rory guy at? Can you bring him back up here? I need to speak.
He's gone, sir. He's
Good.
gone. Just talk your talk.
Get him back up here.
No, sir. He's gone, sir. He's gone. I'm not
I
calling
want
anybody.
that spaghetti.
Listen to me. Listen to me.
Yeah.
Listen to me. Listen to me. He's gone. Okay?
Yeah.
You have the floor.
Bring
Speak.
him back.
How about we get you out of here? I don't think a nigga could ever tell me it's the time of day. Tell me what the fuck to do. Weirdo. Area code 504. Good evening. Earthquake up in the north. Are you up to speed? 504. Good evening. If not,
Hey,
we have to. Yes, sir. Good evening.
Hey. Glad to be on the show, Star.
Cracking, man.
Long time. This, matter of fact, that was me, Dom Wins in the Cash App.
Okay, how are
When
you, sir?
long talk Star.
Thank you for
All
the
right,
support.
so back to what the cracker might be doing. I don't know if you heard, Star, that NASA will be planning to shoot 3 missiles at the eclipse on Monday. Not only that,
Sir, I'm half cracker. Why do you think I'm going in this direction tonight, sir? This is cracker behavior. The earthquake. Come on.
so Star. On top of that, I don't know if you ever heard of this big machine called the CERN machine, which is a hadron collider.
Yes, sir.
They also will be they will be firing up the CERN machine also on Monday. So what this earthquake is just a preliminary to what's to come. Started the crack is up to no good.
Yeah.
And expect to see some things we never thought we'd see.
This is cracker work, cracker doings. It's cracker work.
That's right.
Yeah.
Exactly. But
now hang on a second. Stay with me, sir, because I'm not the sharpest knife in the drawer. I'm a dropout. But now, the Chinese have created a sun. Do you know that? A sun.
Yes. They have an artificial sun.
Yes.
Star. They also the Chinese are pretty much 50 years ahead of America as far as technology. As far as I won't say
they're actually 230 years ahead of American, to be precise.
You know what? You know what? You're right. But
if I can just say this, because again, I'm on one tonight. With regards to the HARP program, let me just say this. They have experimented, if you ask me, on different countries and nations. Salute to Haiti. They suffered one of the most devastating earthquakes.
Yes.
Huh? And they still did not bend. They didn't bend.
Exactly.
This is why I have so much respect, sir, for Barbecue. A rebel. He's not a gang leader. He's a rebel leading a resistance. You feel me?
Fact.
Go ahead.
Fact. Well, if you notice the area code, I'm calling from New Orleans. So
Okay.
I've witnessed the devious actions of the devil. You understand what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is, though, as far as Monday, the cracker got something special. Got some special plans, sir. But as far as heart, I know it exists. I think I'm a victim of it. You understand what I'm saying? My whole city was. And I'm gonna leave that there. But I appreciate you having me on.
Well, hang on a second. Before you go, I have to ask, not that you have to see this, but this documentary, Vice News presents When Black Women Go Missing. Any thoughts about why we don't really give the attention to the missing Black children, Black women? I'm including myself, sir. Sadly, I don't pay attention. Somebody tells me something, I'm like, what? Any thoughts on that?
Well, so, I would say we as sometimes we get a little, I think we drop the ball when we start looking for our folk, because we know sometimes, doing dirt, go missing, and run off with somebody, man, might be gone for 2 weeks, come back at a time. And then half of those cases, they were too late, even trying to look for the woman. You know what I'm saying? But
right. Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you for the call.
hey, thanks, sir.
Yes, sir. Okay. Friday night, goddamn. Puerto Rico.
Let's get it. Let's get it. You already
Oh.
know the kings of the world, the Boricuas.
Oh, you're really trying to go there tonight?
Nah. I'm just messing around.
No. Listen, stand on what you said. Don't back down. You.
All right, we the kings of the
Boricuas.
world. We the kings of the world, baby. Hey, go if you wanna check something, Google the perfect human race and see what race pops up. Yes, sir.
Tell us. I'm not Googling nothing right now. Tell us.
Puerto Ricans pop up. The perfect human DNA is actually Puerto Rican women, according to scientists.
According to what source?
I don't know his name, but some scientists. It's Googleable. It's the first thing that pops up.
No. You could be trying to throw us a curveball as so many rice and bean eaters do. Give us the source.
I want me to Google it right now. I got my phone right here.
You said it. I don't believe you.
I got you. The perfect human race.
I have information that says that the Puerto Rican population is shrinking. You don't even want to procreate with each other.
Hey, the Huffington Post, the perfect human race. First thing that pop up when you Google it.
Send me the link via email. I have time, and tell us what this means to you.
None. It's just something to flex sometimes, to be funny. You know, it's just a flex. Something I can tell the girls.
It's funny. Come on.
It definitely is. But like I said, something to tell the girls. You know, it's a little flirt. You know, you want some kids with the perfect DNA. You know what I'm saying? I got it. I'm sending you the link right now.
Yes, send me the link so I can get a good fucking laugh. Okay, hold on a second. I want to make sure we stay on topic. Bone don't work. Did you feel the earthquake? I forget where you are. You're what state are you in?
I'm in Milwaukee.
Okay, so you didn't.
Wisconsin, we didn't feel that. No, we didn't feel that.
Do you have?
That's really what I called in.
Do you have any family in the New York Tri-State area?
Yeah, but I don't talk to them. Like I don't know them.
Wow.
Yeah, I got a big family, so it's like I got, you know what I'm saying, like a bunch of cousins I don't talk to.
Jesus.
Yeah, we've been procreating, my family.
Wow.
Yeah. So yeah, I got family there, but I don't know them.
So you really have turned your back on your own. You're trying to hype up the set about the Taino slaves, but you don't even fuck with your family.
Nah, I got most of my family in Milwaukee.
Right.
I don't even know these people. That's what I'm saying. Like most of my family in Milwaukee, I don't know these people in New York. My mom will call them on the phone, but like, you know what I'm saying? It's not like we've ever kicked it. You know? Yeah.
Stay with me. Okay, come closer to the camera, man. Jay Bandit, what up, nigga?
Salute, big nigga. Salute. The God MC is here. I was born next day, midnight. Salute to me. Turned 38.
Okay. What are you sipping? Hold that up, man. Let's see what you're sipping.
This is that Dr. Dre gin and juice with Snoop Dogg. A little wine cooler.
Nice.
And then as well, and this is tradition for myself. Gotta always pop a bottle of Moet. You know what I mean? Midnight, I will be opening that.
Okay. Yeah. Real nigga shit.
Representing Jersey Bangers. That's my LLC right here. Oh, we're here.
Yeah, there you go.
I mean,
okay.
Salute.
Okay. Did you feel the earthquakes today, the aftershocks or anything, Jay Bandit?
Yeah, I felt it. I was in the bank, you know, getting a little pickup, and I felt a little tremor. It wasn't too crazy. The receptionist was bugging. The receptionist at my bank was bugging out. She was like, "Oh my God, what's going on?" Other than that, though, it was all right. It wasn't too crazy. Last time I remember, we had an earthquake tremor in 2019, and I felt that as well.
Did you call family to check on people that you haven't spoke to in a while, see if they're okay?
Nah, my sister hit me up. My friend, my girl, she's not a girl, but she's a girl, but she's not my girlfriend. She drives the New Jersey Transit. She hit me up, was like, "Yo, you felt that tremor?" She called off today. She wasn't driving, actually. She had an appointment, but yeah, she was like, "Did you feel it?" I was like, "Yeah, I felt it. It was all right, little tremor. We good. No biggie. Whole lot."
Do you think it's just a natural a progression of the planet, you know, the shifting of plates and things, or do you have any type of theories going on this evening?
I just think the shift, you know what I mean? Like how the ozone layers all messing up, and as well as now this solar eclipse is happening on the 8th. Things just coming intertwined. They're just connecting, you know what I mean? Social geographical things is just happening, you know what I mean? Things happen. But at least we ain't get hit like an actual like Haiti. I mean, things like that.
Mm-hmm. Some type of tectonic shift.
Tectonic. I never heard that word before. Tectonic.
You're a college man, right?
I'm a college man. I mean, I dropped out, but you know, I went to Bergen Community College. I went with
you got
Andre
farther
Harrell's
than me. But Bone don't work. Hang on, Bone don't work. Your theory about the earthquakes up north.
If I had to guess, you know, I'm big on a conspiracy, so I'm down with the whole HARP. I'm down with the whole CERN. I was gonna come in and say everything that last caller said, but he kind of stole my info. I thought I was about to break news about CERN firing up on Monday. But I think throughout the world, you see a lot of weather warfare happening. I think that's a very real thing. I think they're causing earthquakes. I think they're causing tsunamis. I think all that's going down. And at the end of the day, they really want depopulation at the same time. So none of that shocks me. I think they're doing all that.
So you yourself, you are a quote unquote conspiracy theorist. Bone don't work, yes?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. How many Puerto Ricans were involved during the during the Manhattan Project meeting? How many Puerto Ricans were there and helped create, you know, such demonic device?
Wait, is the Manhattan Project the nuclear bomb?
Say again.
Is the Manhattan Project like where they created the nuclear bomb?
Google it.
All right, I got you. The Manhattan Project.
How many Puerto Ricans made some coquito this evening? I need some coquito.
How many Puerto Rican astronauts have we had at NASA?
Hey, NASA's a lie, man. That's a lie. We didn't go to the moon. All right. The Manhattan Project was an unprecedented top secret World War II government program in which the United States rushed to develop and deploy the world's first atomic weapons before Nazi Germany. So I was right. I would guess 0.
Oh, you really didn't say shit. You didn't say shit about you just took a wild guess, which is a nice guess. But tell me about the Puerto Ricans at that meeting.
I don't know if there were any there. I
think J-Lo was there. They said J-Lo was there.
Let me see what year that was. Let me see what year it is.
In the 90s.
Year.
No, it was
1942, man.
Oh,
they was
wow.
They was raking leaves on the island, growing crops on the island. They wasn't over here doing scientific stuff. They was growing plants and stuff.
Bandit, any thoughts, man? Are you guys up to speed on my showrunner? When black women go missing, any thoughts? Jay Bandit, let's start with you, man, before I, take other calls.
Well, women always come up missing. They come up missing every day. Who cares? But I'm serious. Okay, on, like they no. I'm being serious. Okay, now I adore black women. I love black women. You know what I mean? I get very aroused with black women. But if you're in a sorority, you got seniority, just like how that girl did, Carla, whatever, in Alabama. And if you're in a sorority, Carly Russell, yes. If you're in a sorority, you get extra exposure, extra attention, extra looked at. Because I know I dated a woman that was a Zeta, and they all big over that, Zetas, Deltas. Like they get looked upon like they're high regard, like they're above the average woman, because they pledge, they do a whole bunch of charities, as well as they have a whole bunch of fundraisers, and they're all affiliated with some way, some form, some shape or form, law enforcement, as well as criminal law. They're real big on criminal law, real big on prosecution. So like they always have like easy access to like someone who knows someone that can help someone do something. So I watched that documentary just to see what it's about, stuff like that. But I don't feel sorry for them, because we come up missing all day, every day. We get
Whoa,
frowned
whoa,
upon
whoa,
all
whoa,
day,
whoa.
every day.
Are you a father, Jay Ben? Are you a father? Do you have a black sister, black niece, black aunt?
I have a black sister. I have no kin yet. No kin yet. I would have had one, but she, you know, she was a punk. She had an abortion. But yeah.
Well, your sister, and I say this with all due respect, she's never gone missing. You know, been concerned about her whereabouts.
Thank God. No, me and my sister are very close. It's just me and her. My parents only had two of us, so we tell each other everything. She knows everything I do. I know everything she does. She tells me when she's about to link up with a guy. She'll share her location with me, stuff like that.
Nice. Okay. Bone don't work. Are you concerned about missing Puerto Rican women? You don't fuck with your Puerto Rican family up north. What do you think about missing? A lot of missing Hispanic women as well. Bone don't work.
I care about every female missing, and I think that there's a big conspiracy to that too. I mean, there's clearly a giant trafficking operation going down in every city and every state. It's going down everywhere. The cartel's biggest export now is not even drugs anymore. It's people. It's human trafficking. So like, I think there's a lot of conspiracy that cover that up, even on a local level. Like there's a thing in Milwaukee called Milwaukee Gate, where some girl went missing, and there was a house in the hood, and everybody knew that house to be like some kidnapper's house. And everybody from the hood went to the house looking for the girl. And in that house, they found bloody towels, bloody chairs. There's a video of kids running out the back and like people escorting them out the back. And it's just a big cover up in a messy situation. I think that goes down everywhere. They're kidnapping women, and movies are what they show in movies like The 100 or Squid Games, something like that. They're selling women to billionaires and all type of things to do all type of things.
Okay. Well, listen, man, I appreciate you chiming in. I still haven't gotten your email. Send me the
yeah, on this phone, I wasn't signed in, so I'm gonna have to send it off of this phone. Yeah, the one that I'm talking to you on. I'm gonna send it right after this.
Hang on. Stop the cap. And now listen, next time, let's get you on the line. Let's talk about the stats with regards to rape in Puerto Rico, pedophilia, and child molestation. Are you up on those stats?
No, but if we're gonna talk about it, I'll get up on
research.
Yeah.
And look up the Puerto Rican Day Parade as well.
Yes, sir. We're gonna get lit.
Let's have that conversation. Okay.
I got you, man.
Last year I was there.
Have a good night, y'all. Stay up.
Guys, take care, guys. Thank you so much.
Salute, Bone. Salute.
Okay. All right, Jay Bandit, good to see you, man.
Good to see you.
When are you posting new content on your page?
I've been posting. I went to Nicki Minaj Gag City concert last week on Thursday at Prudential Center.
Whoa! You went to Nicki's concert?
Damn right. I love Nicki. I'm not a bar.
How was the show? Who opened the show?
It was wonderful. A lot of, Bati boys were there, but other than that, they were cool.
Okay.
They were cool. That's the majority of their fan base. Yeah.
Who opened the show? Who opened the show?
Nobody. Her DJ Booth. That's it.
Gotcha.
I was expecting to see one of her artists. I ain't seen none of her artists. She brought out Fabio Foreign. They did their song together. She let Kiss have like 2 minutes. Kiss did Knock Yourself Out as well as We Gonna Make It. Yeah, Jada Kiss. I'm sorry. Jada Kiss. Yes. I was gonna go to the show tonight, but I said I ain't gonna go to it because they're in Montclair tonight performing.
How long was the show? How many hours was Nicki on stage?
She was on stage for like 2 hours.
2 hours.
She took a break and she let Monica do like a set too. Monica did like a few joints.
Okay.
Monica the singer from Atlanta. Yes.
Nice. No. Okay. All right. Well, look, man, I appreciate you tapping in. Let's stay in touch, man.
I appreciate you, man. Salute.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Okay. Jay the Bandit tapping in. Okay. He went to the Nicki concert. I was on the plane with Dwayne. You can call me Whitley. I go to hell, man. Hold on a second. Okay. Mike, I got your donation. Perfect DNA to be on welfare. Rice and egg water. Wicked Hebrew got your donation. Ricans are only perfect at copying niggas. Frank White tapping in. Okay, thank you. Gangs of Love, good to see you, sir. Damn, he says them goofies died from a potato famine. Fuck out of here. Sheesh. Tony B, I got your donation. Rory's teeth is owed reparations. LOL. Okay. All right, we're going to change it up, guys, if nobody cares about the documentary, but I do recommend it. Vice presents When Black Women Go Missing. I think it's very important. Maybe, maybe another night we'll come back and we'll address it. But if you find the time, the interaction between the people in the documentary and law enforcement, it spoke volumes to me. And I could only think about, the lack of Black EMS workers, nurses, doctors. That was a big thing once upon a time for Black people in America to become those professions. And it just seems like now, or over the last couple of decades, if you will, and I don't know about moving forward, you have this reliance on the dominant society, when in fact you should have your own police forces, neighborhood watch, private investigators. Just want to say that. Area code 773. Good evening. Talking about the earthquakes up in New York, New Jersey, perhaps Philly. Are you up to speed? 7.
Hey, yes, I am. Sorry, how you doing tonight, man?
Good, sir. How about yourself?
Pretty good. Hey, I just wanted to bring something up about the earthquakes, and in particular about the harm, or excuse me, it's called a HARP weapon, right? Mm-hmm. So just yesterday, Anthony Blinken, Secretary of State, mm-hmm. he was over telling the world how they're going to put Ukraine into NATO, and this, of course, this is damn near what the Ukrainian war is being fought over now. To me, it might be. I don't know if Russia has a HARP machine, but it could be them sending a little warning, like, okay, y'all want to escalate things? We got toys too.
Okay. I will entertain any type of theory tonight. I don't know if it's certain, but okay. Are you former military or currently
I'm former military. I've talked to you like a million times.
Okay.
I'm prior military.
Okay. Thank you for your service. Okay. And any inside knowledge on the HARP research program? I put a video in my community section. You don't have to agree with me. I'm just, I'm a little out there at times. Any knowledge? Have you signed an NDA not to speak about it? Because of course you don't want to jeopardize a pension or anything.
No, not at all. I have no any background knowledge or anything like that. But I'm just like, when we think about how politics are played out on the exact extreme level, right? So the same way before we dropped a bomb on Nagasaki, we gave them a demonstration of what we had. You know what I'm saying? We invited them out to the Pacific, nuked the island, let them see it and see what's going on. Right. And I'm of the mindset, some of these experimental weapons has been developed since the 70s or so. These things have come to fruition. Maybe we might have been the first to have it, but it is not outside of the realm of possibilities that our competitors or adversaries have developed these weapons as well. And them shooting a warning to us, it might not be in the newspaper, it might not be on the news, but if this was, because New York or the upper Atlantic, they don't have fault lines over there. Right. You know what I'm saying? So it could be. I'm just throwing it out there because we have weapons to do that.
Take your time. I'm in no rush. So do you mind telling us in what area you were in the armed forces? I forget.
Okay, I was in the Marine Corps. I was a 0211. I worked in counterintelligence.
Hoorah!
And thanks. Yeah. And so, you just said I was in from 96 to 2004.
Okay.
And hey, not to go into too much detail, but part of the reason I got out was I saw our country go crazy as far as this Al-Qaeda threat, which I'm really not even going to get into, but Al-Qaeda and the way the towers went down. And in all actuality, even if you believe the narrative, it were Saudis that committed the terrorist attack. So why are we going to war with Saudi's enemies, which was Iraq? And then I went to Afghanistan. Dude, those people ain't knocking off. Mm-hmm. But anyway, that's why I got out the Marine Corps.
Well, now, did you get an honorable discharge, or did you just quit?
Oh, of course.
Okay.
Of course. No, I got out, man. Come on. Okay. I'm an adult. I'm an American.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying?
Well,
yeah, we signed contracts.
Mm-hmm. Right, well, with all due respect, yes, Hiroshima and Nagasaki. That was a taste of what else could come, so to speak.
I couldn't think of a better word, a better example.
Just a little sample. I'm not trying to laugh at death or anything like that, but now, wasn't the 70s the period when they started really, and you correct me if I'm wrong, developing more so chemical warfare? The 70s?
Well, I would think before that, because, you know, being a relative student of history, when they made Agent Orange to destroy...
Well, I mean, perfecting a chemical warfare. Okay. Was that the 70s, or am I wrong?
Hey, I'd be speaking out of turn, voicing an opinion. I really don't know, sir.
All right. So with regards to the earthquakes and the aftershocks, any theories, or was it just, you know, just an act of God? It's not that deep, you know? What are your thoughts?
Again, the only reason why I brought this up was just because of the escalation of Anthony Blinken going overseas and making this proclamation that Ukraine will be allowed into NATO. Again, it's an escalation, almost like the U.S. shooting direct rockets into Russia. It'll be that type of escalation if that goes down. And so this might have been a little taste, a little warning shot by the homie Putin, just to let you know, like, okay, we can play games too.
Well, now hang on a second. Is that really an invasion, or is that some type of straightening? You know, the Ukraine situation. I mean, I have reason to believe that Putin is dragging this out. I mean, they could just accomplish the objective a lot faster, but are they, in your opinion, dragging this out? And is this not a war or invasion, but rather an exercise?
In my opinion, so all right. In 2014, the Ukrainian parliament voted to have closer relationships with the West, right, moving more toward NATO. Right, their president, who acted constitutionally according to their constitution, was like, no, we're going to be cool. We're going to stick with our close relationships with Russia. Then all of a sudden, in my humble opinion, in my assessment, Western powers facilitated an overthrow of that government. Right. And it's the same way we overthrow governments from Bolivia to El Salvador, or whoever ain't playing ball with us. We put our own little insurgents in your capital. They'll make a mess. And now we pick our own puppet government, like this dude, my dad.
Well, now hang on a second, because I'm a little out there. It's Friday night. I when I say exercise, and I've never been in the military like yourself, but I'm a somewhat of a history buff, shall we say? And there have been certain exercises disguised as wars, when in reality, the intention is to drag things out for months or perhaps years, and let the quote unquote soldiers rape and or impregnate women in other nations, right? To then plant seeds to strengthen the operation and or exercise. Yes, no, or am I out there right now?
No, I'm not going to say you're out there. The closest relation I can make to what you're saying is Russia has always stated, hey, dude, we're willing to negotiate in the war, negotiate ceasefire, everything.
Right.
It's the West that's inhibiting Ukraine to do that. So to your point, we are the ones drawing it out. Hey, to break Russia, that's more of a financial burden for them to keep carrying on with this.
Okay.
As far as I don't know about the rape and changing the ethnic dynamics of the country through occupation. I don't.
That's my demonic white side talking. But hey, man, I appreciate your call.
All right, man. Hey, have a great weekend. Love the show.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Folks, I'm on white boy time tonight. Let's drag this thing out. Let's capture the women. Kill and behead the men. This is going to take a couple of years. We're going to put the women in concentration camps and impregnate them. We'll give them some type of stipend, welfare, if you will. Place them in other parts of or on the outskirts of Ukraine. Start mixing the cultures, so to speak, you know. Troll babies, anybody with me there? Or am I like really, really out there right now? It's Friday night, okay? Bone don't work. Thank you for your support as always, man. Yeah, he sent me some bogus links. Okay. Area code 404. Can you sit tight? You'll be my next caller. Sit tight, 404, right? Harry Styles, okay, got your donation. J. Cole dropped that diss track and made an earthquake. Hashtag pay attention. I have not listened to it. Did he take Kendrick's head off? Or did he make Kendrick mad? Is Kendrick coming back with the fire? Where are we? Scatterish got your donation. Is Rory on Social Security? He sounds like one of them learning disability dudes from back in the day. Okay, well, hey, man. I appreciate Rory and other people who can call in and join the conversation. Rory's a friend of mine. He doesn't want to do a podcast. He's busy. I appreciate his contributions, just like Florida Boy J. Area code 404. Good evening. Are you there? Friday night.
Yep.
404.
What's going on, Star? How you doing?
Yes, sir. How are you?
This is Deer. You spoke with me earlier today.
Okay.
Me and TJ. How you doing, brother? Oh, excuse me. Sorry about that.
We spoke yes, earlier today, guys, before the show. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But I looked at the video that you put up about the topic about the heart thing.
Okay.
And every year, you know, when it's getting ready for election time, something always go on when the government is doing something. Yeah. And that you to bring this up, it's a show that I watched on HBO True Detective that talked about them doing research up in Alaska and poisoning the people.
Right. Yeah.
So that's, you know, it's always something when election time comes to try to shake the nation up, and you know the faxman has always got his hand in something.
Yeah, well, listen, I'm just guessing here. I have no solid proof. Your thoughts? And you're not up north, are you? I forgot where you are.
No, I'm in Atlanta. I'm in Atlanta, Georgia.
Okay. Man, we had a whole lot of up north niggas scared, clacking at the knees, shaking in the boots. Earthquake. Any family or friends up north reach out to you, or have you spoke to anybody?
No, sir. You were the first that I heard of it, and I just know, looking at some of the shows that it happened, where I guess, you know, one of the sports shows was going on that I was watching it. They was all nervous and scared, running around shaking in their boots and things of this nature. But it's quite funny. I just wonder whether the rats running too, or just the people out there, the black people outside. I just wonder about that.
Yeah. Well, hey, man, I'm just, it's Friday night. I'm being a little silly, but
of course.
Okay, I'm sorry, get.
With the J. Cole and Kendrick, from my understanding, J. Cole shot some big shots. I think Kendrick might go and run and hide back in his cave again, because he just leave Cole and the other light-skinned brother alone.
Well, now,
correct
me if I'm wrong. J. Cole, pardon me, Kendrick, he was on a track on Future's album with Metro Boomin.
Yes, sir. And he went off the rails at them, and it was like, where did this come from? We're trying to figure out where he came from. And now he done gave them free game, because he went first. And my understanding is why would Future allow this to happen with him having business dealings with Drake? You understand? It doesn't make any sense what y'all trying to do. But I believe it might be a money play too strong for the summer because we, as you would say, we ain't got a body right now. So we need to get something going.
Yeah. Okay. I appreciate the call, man. Salute. Thank you so much.
Appreciate it.
Yes, sir. And didn't Drake unfollow Metro Boomin after this track came out on one of Future's tracks? Yes, no, maybe, guys? Okay. Hang on a second. Hey, Penelope, I got your donation. Thank you so much. Oh, thank you. I'm so glad that you care about my showrunner topic. Yeah, well, we'll come back to it. Okay. Lucifer says, Star, I felt the shocks. I'm up at Lake Placid. Really? Okay. Benjamin, I got your donations. No, I didn't hear. I saw the thumbnail. I did not click on it. So I don't want to just say the wrong thing. Troll Babies, academics said that Notorious B.I.G. was bisexual. Can someone educate me, please? Call in or send me some information. Why is he saying this? That's a little weird because academics is Jamaican. Notorious B.I.G. was Jamaican. I met his beautiful mother. Oh, she was so nice. She came on my show. Rob Lowe 2000. This is a fault line. Oh, pardon me. There is a fault line from the Romulus Mountains down to New York City, but the earthquake came from a center. Yes, it came from Central Jersey. I've got the notes here. Hang on a second. Thank you, Rob Lowe. I don't want to do all that extra carrying on tonight. I on the hill. Here it is, the hill. What part of Jersey did the earthquake, or was it the strongest in? And nigga told me he ran out the house with no shoes on. I said, nigga, what? Okay, the experience aftershock. The United States. 4 miles southwest of Gladstone. Okay. I don't know if I can read this entire article, but guys, let me also get some of my sponsors on the screen here. Hold on a second. Sit tight on the phones, guys. I see you. www.hudsontubs.com, one of my sponsors for bathtub reglazing. Also, your commode can be reglazed, right? For those of you who are homeowners or if you rent out properties, this is a very, very good platform to go check out. Ask for Maurice. Tell him I sent you. www.hudsontubs.com, okay? Let me go to area code 646. Friday night, we're talking about the theory that I have. Are you there? 646.
Yeah, what's good, Star? What's goody? I'm here. What's goody?
What's cracking, man? How are you?
I'm all right. I'm doing. Yeah, I mean, the earthquake, man, it happened while I was making some food for my dog. I was cooking some food for my dog. The shit just started shaking. It's part of my language that my building started shaking. Building like 100 years old. And I just got off the phone with management about some stuff too. So I'm like, what's going on? And you know, I was shaking for like 30 seconds. And so I just went and grabbed my mirror. That was the only thing I was loose. I looked out the window to see if anybody else was looking out the window. To, you know, a dog was barking.
So we've got some type of bad echo in the background. Can you make some adjustments? What are we doing there?
I don't know. Maybe it's the wind. I got the window open, but there's no audio playing anywhere.
Okay, go ahead, go ahead.
There's no other audio.
So you grabbed the mirror? Why'd you grab the mirror? I'm confused.
Because my mirror, the way my mirror set up, is not it's not stable. It's against the wall. It's behind it. It's normally behind a TV.
Okay.
My TV stand, but it was out or whatever. But it was shaking for about 30 seconds. I've been to earthquakes before in California, 2017.
Okay.
But this one was that one was quick. That one was real fast. This one lasted about 25 seconds or whatever. And I live in Harlem, so it's the trains run under the building or whatever, and it's something you could feel that. But this was a lot more aggressive or whatever. So I looked in my hallway. Nobody was in the hallway. And then I called the super because I just was talking to the super about getting another key for the building or whatever. But it's always something with New York. 9/11, snowstorm, blackout 2003. Keep my head on the swivel. I wasn't clapping at the knees. I was about to just grab my valuables and, get up out of here. Me and my dog had to make sure my dog eat. And we was, on a road.
Right.
I got the bag ready with the underwear, the clean socks, got my compass, ready for Armageddon.
But now, hang on a second. There's a lot of people up north, man, just like, really just overly panicking, so to speak. I was watching a couple of videos and niggas all up in the camera, just so willing to talk about, the end of the world and just talking about the Jesus returning, crazy shit, huh?
Yeah, man. I mean, people gonna use this to clout chase. They gonna use it as they should. I mean, they should use it however they want to use it. I mean, it's a distraction nonetheless. I thought they had some Russian tankers running under us or something like underneath us in the city. Something went off. Somebody hit the wrong button on some WMDs and something went off. But they gonna tell us that earth. I'm like, an earthquake in New York. I know this was an earthquake like in 2012,
right.
But I don't remember that one. And I was in New York. I don't remember that one. No. But it's like a bunch of distractions. It's like. When did New York start having earthquakes? When did it start? Historically, New York doesn't have earthquakes, right?
So listen, my theory is with regards to the HARP program. What are your thoughts? Why did this happen? Or is it just, just the natural progression of the earth? It's not that deep, just it's not that serious. What are your thoughts?
No, like I said, I think something else going on. They underground playing around with nuclear weapons or the new nuclear weapons. And, they gonna keep us distracted. They don't want to disrupt the system. Of keeping the classes of society. So they don't want the everyday folk getting distracted. Just go on. There's nothing to see here. Pay your taxes.
Right.
It's Friday. Go out and have a drink. But something else is going on where they underground, they playing with something. They got some new type of energy. They got some new weapons they're working on where there won't be any fire. It's just pure gases and take you out. You don't even see it.
Gotcha.
It's invisible to the eye.
Okay.
It's something else.
All right. I appreciate the call, man. Thank you so much.
Stay up.
Yes, sir. Stay up. Guys, can we get a confirmation about the earthquake and being in Philly? I didn't hear that. I saw something on thehill.com, but I'm just not certain, huh? Philly niggas scared too? Jeez. I'd like to get more folks to cam up tonight. Let me put the link on the screen where you can tap in. Send me an email. Let's get you on the screen tonight. Let's see if you have anything to add to the discussion. The hater 1964yahoo.com. Dana, are you out there? Hang on a second. I spoke to Dana earlier. Give me a second, guys. Dana with the data. Cam up link. Dana, if you're out there, I just sent you the link. All right. Darnell, I got your donation. Yeah, I don't know. I don't have time to watch the video right now, but hold on a second. What is academics' reason for accusing Notorious B.I.G. of being bisexual? I can't listen to the video right now. Did he? I don't want to, just go at him, but now he was really upset and bothered when Saucy Santana spoke about, doing something to him sexually. Yes, no troll babies. So why would he then turn around and accuse Notorious B.I.G. of being bisexual? Hey, guys, let me look in the live chat. Hold on a second. Is he out of pocket? Did he speak to somebody? I think years ago we may have explored that. Notorious B.I.G. because he was a brilliant rapper, brilliant. And he did have a transformer in one of his videos. I forget which one. I think one of his close, if not best friends, was gay, and we don't care. And I don't want to just bring this up to go in on academics. It's my guy. But what is his reason for saying this? He's Jamaican. Notorious B.I.G. was Jamaican. So for one Jamaican to say that about another, that could be somewhat concerning. I'll wait until somebody else calls in and educates me. I don't know. Truth Be Told podcast got you donation. Okay, you're calling up, sir. From what area code? I've got a bunch of calls here. From what area code? Here's somebody who I do want to talk to. Hey, Janet. Good to hear from you on a Friday night. Janet. Hey,
sir.
Hey, girl.
Hey, how are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Great. So, I don't think we had an earthquake.
Uh-oh.
I think it was a sound machine, a sound weapon with waves, sound waves.
Mm-hmm.
You know why? Because I'm sitting in the building, and on one side of the building, the people are feeling it. And on my side, I'm not feeling it, right? Didn't know it happened, right? So everybody that described this earthquake said it sounded like somebody was working outside.
Mm-hmm.
And another odd thing, nothing fell, no pitches fell, nothing. Now me, I'm 22 miles away from the epicenter, right?
Mm-hmm.
Of what happened.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing knocked down, came home, everything the way it's supposed to be. I think it was sound waves. I think they was testing out the sound waves.
Okay, well, now hang on a second, Janet, because you are former U.S. Navy. So, I mean,
Oh, come on. Don't bring that up.
Well,
I don't want people...
You've said that. It's not like I'm just outing you. You've said that. But now hang on a second. So now the HARP program, and for those who don't know what HARP stands for, it's in my community section. The most prominent instrument at HARP is the research instrument, a high-powered radio frequency transmitter. So
that's sound waves.
Yeah. Well, you're confirming my theory in a sense. It's a frequency. Go ahead.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what I think happened, because if you would think about in all the scenarios of earthquakes that we have heard of over the years, the amount of, it was like 5.5, right? First they say 4.8, then they say 5.5. Then to me, it should be significant much damage, because if it's going to be a fault, it's going to have to be a deep fault, and that deep fault has to vibrate up. So this to me seems like it was, for lack of a better term, like nominal, like a flesh wound. You understand what I'm saying? Like minimum, like it was like not even deep in the earth. It's like it was surface. So that's why I think that we didn't have that much damage, or any damage at all that I know of, other than spots here or there. But we should have had mass destruction. We should have had a lot of things going on, but we had none of that, which is a blessing.
If I can jump in, Janet, I don't necessarily believe that that was the intention. It was only a 4.8 on the Richter scale. Yes?
No, they changed it to a 5.5.
Oh, okay. But it was more so in, hold on a second, I got the article here. came out of New Jersey.
Mm-hmm.
The article here says 4.0 magnitude happened at 5:59 p.m. with its epicenter a little over 4 miles southwest of Gladstone. Okay. So now you're making reference to the HARP program. Yes, no, because for those who don't know, let me read some information here. Initially, HARP was jointly funded by the U.S. Air Force and the U.S. Navy. That's you. The University of Alaska Fairbanks and the Defense Advanced Research Projects Agency, DARPA. Go ahead.
All right, I was just a cog in a machine. I didn't make any decisions. I don't speak for no one or on the behalf of anyone or against anyone. So, I'm just speaking as a private citizen at this moment that it just dwells into these conspiracy theories since the rise of the last virus outbreak that we had. So I start paying more attention to what things are happening and things that are going on around me. And so it's just odd to me that you have this earthquake. And before that, we had all this rain, right? And this rain was this rain was extraordinary. It wasn't the regular April rain because it smelled like the beach. So that was ocean water that was in there.
Acid rain, Janet, call it what it is, acid rain.
No, I smelled the sea. I smelled the sea. Okay. So that was the ocean water that was being carried over. So that's powerful. You understand? Especially to come that far inland. And then the next thing after that, the day that the rain stopped, that's when we have this quote unquote earthquake, which I don't think was an earthquake. I could be wrong, but my whole thing is I think it was surface and I think it was sound because everyone that was talking about it, they say they sound like it was somebody working, like construction work. You understand what I'm saying?
Janet, it's Friday night. I have a lot of respect for you. And again, for those who don't know, Janet served in the U.S. Navy. Are you sipping yourself like me?
No, I'm not sipping. I'm not sipping. And I'm kind of scared because this thing that's going to happen Monday with this eclipse, I think we're gearing up for something and they're going to blame.
I got your email. I didn't get a chance to really absorb it, but let's go back for a second. The acid rain that I mentioned, you're saying it wasn't acid rain. I mean, that's a very broad blanket term. It could be a lot of different types of precipitation, acid rain.
No, I didn't say it was acid rain. You're stating this. I'm saying that it was ocean water that came too far inland. That water that was coming down, that water was taken from the ocean because that's how powerful that wind was. It was almost like a tsunami.
Gotcha.
It was almost like a tsunami or a hurricane. That wind was lifting. And what was pushing that wind, I don't know. And I don't understand how we had the same type of weather geographically throughout the United States when we have mountains and other barriers. That's why we have different time zones and different weather patterns. But the weather pattern seems to be consistent throughout the United States. And that is odd to me. And it's odd to me that in April, when we're supposed to get the showers, April shower bring May flowers, that now we're getting ocean water mixed in the rain. So that's wind. That's hurricane type of season.
Give her a second, folks. She's on one like myself.
Into June. And then we get this earthquake, which is surface at best. It's surface. And then everybody was always like saying they was hearing sounds like construction. So to me, that sounds like decimal. That's
Janet, where were you when the earthquake took place? You're you're still in Jersey, right?
Yeah, I was in Jersey, but I didn't feel it.
Oh.
I didn't feel it at all. No, and the people in my building felt it. And it's a huge room. So if I didn't feel it on this side, half of the people that was on this side didn't feel it, but the people on the other side felt it. Tells me that it was controlled.
Gotcha.
It was controlled. It wasn't haphazardly because nature is haphazardly. It's a beautiful controlled thing nature is. Nature is beautiful.
Hang on a second, Janet. Mike, I got your cash app. He says New York did that for the illegals to leave the city. No, sir. I think they did that for the black people to leave. They want the illegals because the illegals want to work. Janet, your thoughts on that? Where's Janet?
No, I don't think I don't know which black people they scared, because the black people I was around, we all stayed at work. We all was just chilling. We still continued doing our job, kept pushing forward. None of us left early. None of us did anything different. So I don't know who they was trying to scare, but they just kept doing what they was doing. So that's the only thing I'm saying.
Hey, Junior, I got your donation. Hang on a second. Much respect, my G, calling in from 313. Okay, sir, you will be next. Okay. So Janet, you're somewhat sorta acknowledging that it could be the HARP research program. Yes. Have you ever been to Area 51 when you were in the U.S. Navy?
No, and stop mentioning that was in the Navy. Well,
you mentioned it.
That.
You mentioned it.
Because I'm talking to you as a civilian. I'm not talking to you as a representation of anything or any entity but myself.
Okay. All right.
You know? All right. So I'm going to get off this phone.
Well,
okay?
hang on. Before you go, Janet, are you up to speed on this new documentary, When Black Women Go Missing? I enjoyed it. Vice News put it out.
I didn't see it, but I can tell you this: the one reason why Black women don't get the attention that they need when in situations when they go disappearing is one word. I guess it's two. Strong Black woman. Three. Strong Black woman. We got to get away from that stereotype because America thinks, and worst of all, we think that we don't need help from each other because we're the strong Black woman. So once we get rid of that adjective and start just being human and start being women and start being men, we get the attention. But right now, if you're walking around and every time you see I'm a strong, independent Black woman, well, that's 4 words. I'm a strong Black woman. Oh, well, why should I come and rescue you? Why should I come look for you? You're strong. You're going to find a way out.
Thank you,
Why
Janet.
should I use my resources?
Great to talk to you, Janet.
And yeah. Okay. Talk to you later.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Janet's happening. Folks, this is just my theory that the earthquakes today, including the aftershocks, may have been prompted by the HARP program. High Frequency Active Auroral Research Program. It's in my community section. There's a video there. I was going to put the link to the Wikipedia page, but it's Friday. I know people don't feel like reading. It has a whole breakdown about the project overview. Founded or established, 1993. They've been doing this research long before 1993, but it was established back in 1993. (313) sit tight. You're up next. 313. Guys, I'm also looking. Has there been any backlash? Again, I don't like to just put something on the table unless I've seen. Maybe I'll check out Academics' video during my break. A couple of years ago, we kind of put that on the table. Was Notorious B.I.G. Bisexual, but it wasn't meant to be malicious. Not saying that Academics is being malicious, but again, he's Jamaican, so why would one Jamaican say that about the other? Is he acknowledging B.I.G. in a positive manner, or is he? Varnell, I got your donation via Cash App. Thank you so much. Yes, I did see Roland Martin. Salute to Roland Martin. Met him one time. Very, very intelligent man, even though we don't share the same politics. Yeah, he pulled out the cannon on Candace Owens. Candace Owens is trying to do this whole pivot thing right now. And she's trying to blame the media for making her out to be some type of a black culture or black people hater. No, It's not the media, Candace. That's how you've been coming off. And I mean, I've gone on record to say, you know, I want to see her on BET. You know, but Roland Martin pulled out the cannon on her. Thank you for the donation. Okay. Area code 313. Good evening. Is this A Junior? I got your donation. A Junior.
What up, though, Star?
Hey, how are you, sir? Greg.
I was listening to what you were saying about HARP. They're giving off frequencies into the upper atmosphere in the ionosphere.
Mm-hmm.
So they're basically watching the weather. Basically, the weather in space could affect the weather down here, and that's what they're using that to watch it for.
Yes. Yes.
But they bounce the signals off the moon, all types of stuff. They right
it's
now. It's
called weather manipulation. Weather manipulation. Go ahead.
Yeah, it may be weather manipulation, but what they're saying is they monitor the weather up there in space. So, you know, you may be right. You know, they may just be feeding us a bunch of mumbo jumbo, but, you know, that's what they're basically saying it is.
Well, I'm not necessarily trying to be right. I mean, I have my own, you know, reasons to believe certain things. I mean, I'm not saying something is, oh, I'm not trying to be right to be like, I told you so. I'm not one of those people. I like to have conversations, and you know, if I'm off the mark, then I'm off the mark. But this is something that I've been paying attention to since mid to late 90s. So
I do believe they have the ability to manipulate the weather.
Oh yeah,
I do agree with that.
Oh yeah. One of the reasons why I love science fiction is because it presents the possibilities that have yet to come in terms of civilian life, you know, but there are things behind the scenes that are like, you know, 20, 30, 40 years already, developed, shall we say, you know, the whole synthetic life forms. I mean, people are still using the term robots. That's prehistoric at this point. Synthetic life forms and other things are very much a reality. But go ahead, you were saying, go ahead.
Yeah, that's played out. The all of that stuff right there. I was looking at AI. If AI could blend with the quantum computer, that's a whole nother level right there.
Yeah.
If that's something you want to know about, look that up right there. It's crazy. That's really.
I'm up to speed, sir. But now, hang on a second. How old are you, and are you married?
No, I'm not married. I'm 38. Yeah.
You know,
I'm 38. I'm in college. You know, so
okay.
I'm not wasting my time being a dickhead in the streets.
So you're headed for a degree at one of the institutions of learning. So you're gonna you know be on the right course when you come out, so to speak. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. If you ask me, sir, and you might laugh at this, you might be better off if you do get married, marrying a synthetic life form.
You know, that's starting to become a thing. They starting to pay. They're starting to pay for women.
Sir,
that doesn't even exist.
Sir. I'm gonna be 60 in May, but in reality, 678. That's another story. Yeah, if I do get married, it will be with a synthetic life form. Why the fuck would I marry a mere mortal who's gonna get old? There will be no ROI on a bitch, return on investment. And I'm going to have to listen to her mouth. The walls of the uterus are going to collapse at some point. You know, it's why the a synthetic life form. She can preserve your legacy. She can always work. She can always get the bag when you're retired. She can work around the clock as you're in the bed. You feel me? A synthetic life form. Go ahead, finish up.
That she will never age.
Never age.
So I looked at the New Jersey earthquake. I was looking to see. They said if it would have struck a little bit closer to New York, it could have really did some damage, but it really wasn't. It didn't do too much You said 4.0. It went up to a 4.8.
Yeah, that's what I heard. But now you see, in my assessment of this, and again, I'm out there right now. I don't think the intention was to really cause any real damage. I think the Biden administration just wants to shake things up and get people focused. Get focused.
Absolutely.
Election time is coming up. Let's get focused. Thank you for your call, man.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
No problem. Thank you.
Okay. I'm looking in the live chat. Ooh, a blow-up doll. You see that you're old. That's old. A blow-up doll. That's like some shit from the 60s or the 70s. A synthetic life form can actually function. She and or he, whatever your choice is. I mean, they will not have cognitive, abilities, but they will be so far fucking advanced. It's not a sex doll. A sex doll you have your way with, and you put it in the goddamn corner or somewhere. No, the synthetic life form will talk to you. She will be agreeable. Hang on a second. Let me change my showrunner. Or ladies, if you want to call in and talk about a male synthetic life form, it doesn't just have to be one way. Hold on a second. Stacy Galore. Is Stacy in the live chat, guys? Stacy Galore has a platform. Moregalore404.com. Stacy, when is your platform launching so that we can be on the same page with you? Okay. Thank you for your support. Hey, Varnell, I got your donation. Thank you for tapping in. What time is it? Okay, I'm going to take my break at the 2-hour mark. I'm going to keep talking, guys. I want to keep talking. Jenkins, I got your donation. Okay. Yeah, it's just a crazy theory, so I have no proof. I'm just, I'm rambling, old nigga rambling on a Friday night. Let's go to area code 613. Good evening. Are you there? Talking about the earthquakes in the north earlier today.
It's me?
613. Good evening.
Yes, that's me, Star. How's it going?
What's going,
This is Chanks calling from Ottawa, Ontario, Canada.
Hey, what's up, man? How are you?
How's it going? Listen, where do we start? I could talk about the earthquakes. I could talk about the missing women. I could talk about HAARP, the ionosphere, the moon, the effect of celestial bodies on Earth. Where do we start?
Let's start with the earthquakes up in the New York, New Jersey, possibly Philly area. Did you hear anything yet?
Right. Okay.
Go ahead.
So as far as the earthquake, as far as I know, today was a 4.8. If I'm correct, around that, the first one.
I don't know. We don't have to be so precise. But
okay,
they had
right.
earthquakes and niggas was scared.
Right.
Come on.
Yeah, niggas are scared. I saw Hassan Campbell tripping. Hassan Campbell was crying on live talking about the earthquake.
Oh my God! Stop! I can't do people crying. Stop! Don't even waste my time with that.
You was crying. But listen, okay. So as far as I know, the biggest earthquake New York had was in 1886, and it was a Category 5 or whatever. Today was a 4.8, and then there was an aftershock. Now, obviously, that's not natural. We know about HAARP, but the thing is, the U.S. is not the only one that has this technology. I've watched a documentary this week. I'm sipping, by the way, so if I start, just bear with me, please.
Okay.
Russia has these types of weapons, scalar weapons. Mm-hmm. If you know about Russia or Soviet math, Soviet science, they do the real science that we don't do here.
Well, sir, hang on a second. I want to bring it back to the USA because it was established. Hang on a second. In Alaska in 1993. So, yes, the capabilities have been scattered about with other nations. But let's focus on the New York, New Jersey, possibly Philly area. I don't want to go too far off the rails.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Now, why are they doing it in New York? Is it?
Tell us, sir. Tell us. Tell us.
Is it related to bringing so many migrants to New York? Are they trying to teach Mayor Adams a lesson? Are they tired of drill music? Are they trying to? Is Joe Biden trying to say, listen? Because there's a New York exodus, right? Everyone's moving to Florida. So are they trying to teach New York a lesson? Is it a voting thing? Who knows? Is it a warning? It could possibly be a warning. I mean,
hey, sir, honestly, you're fucking annoying. Thank you and good night. Was that me, Troll Baby? It's just, he was annoying. Mayor Adams, drill rap. Sheesh. Hold on a second. Jamal, I got your donation. Sit tight. Don't ever think you can't be hung up on. I am not your friend. And then he started giggling. I can't stand when grown-ass men call me giggling. Fuck wrong with you, man. I don't know you. Jamal, I got your donation. Thank you for tapping in, man. That was Luke Haney's mating drum. Hashtag not an earthquake. Okay. 1051 fam, got your donation. Earthquakes in diverse places. Matthew 24/7. Okay. Johnny Too Cool, got your donation. Thank you so much. Chief, someone's name Chief. Hello, Star. I think that might have caused these earthquakes today in are dumb or deep underground military bases. Look, okay. Chill B, I got your donation. Thank you for tapping in. It was the small hats extending that underground tunnel they found in Brooklyn. That's why we felt the earthquake. Okay. Hang on, guys. I want to make sure that I'm clearing out the donations and other things so that we can continue the conversation. Folks, can I also ask you to hit the like button so this particular video can be in the algorithms and it can get recommended, okay? The like button, if you would be so kind. Truck and Tay, got your donation. I don't see a message, but thank you. Marcos. Okay, I don't have time to watch emails. What is it you're trying to send me, sir? I can't watch a video. Go in my community section, sir. We've already posted things about the quote unquote heart machine. Please don't send me the same goddamn thing that we've already. Let me just send this person the link. Byron, I got your donation. Star crazy as fuck. I prefer human bitches to remind me of my greatness. No thank you to cyborgs. Hey, man, to each his own. To each his own. Listen, man, but at some point, that human, as you refer to her as bitches, she's going to become overly comfortable with you. And that's when the whole familiarity breeds contempt will kick in. And if you're not always on your toes, sir, she's going to try and talk to you as if you are her child. She will then use that thing between her legs as a weapon against you if you're a simp. A lot of guys are simps. They think they're bosses. They think they're alpha males, but they're really simps. It takes a real man to turn down the pussy, sir. It takes a real man to say, nah, I'm not in the mood tonight. No. It takes a real man to say, put your clothes on, bitch. It takes a real man to tell a woman, do not send me naked pictures. The fuck do I look like? A simp to you? But thank you for your donation. Let me go to area code before I take my break. Area code 610. Good evening. We're talking about the New Jersey, New York, possibly Philly earthquakes. 610.
Star.
Hey.
What's cracking, man?
No, sir, we're not doing that phone tonight. Thank you. Have a good night. Damn. Well, he knows good and goddamn well don't call me on the headset. You moving, shaking, and popping, and it sounds like pure shit. I'm in a great place and a great space. 972, good evening. Are you ready?
Yes.
Are you there?
Yes, I am.
How are
I
you?
am very ready. Can you hear me?
Loud and clear. How are you, sir?
Sir, I'm doing well. I have my birthday tomorrow, but
no one gives a shit, sir. Let's get to the topic.
Nobody gives a
fuck
shit
about nobody's birthday, sir.
Hater. But I just put it out there though. But here it is. It's 4.8. Your earthquake was 4.8. The Statue of Liberty at the Big Apple. The Big Apple, that was big. The apple, the knowledge, big. Okay, so the Statue of Liberty got hit with a electrical. It got hit with electricity. Okay, the Statue of Liberty got, and that's documented. But the 4.8, what's going to happen on 4/8? The eclipse. So you gotta. So my whole thing is, baby, look at these. Look at what's happening. Look at what God's telling you. And if it's God or whatever it is, your algorithm, whatever it is, take a look at it. 4.8 earthquake. 3 days before. 3 days before it's about to be 4/8 with the goddamn eclipse. You know.
So I'm in North Carolina. It's not my earthquake, and you're annoying. Thank you and good night. I don't give a fuck about no birthday, you weirdo. Okay, all right, folks. I've got to get some ice for my my drink, and I want us to continue the conversation. All right? Let's go to area code 713. Good evening, 713. Talking about the HARP program. Houston.
Hey, what's poppin'?
Houston, what's going
Got
on?
my own theory.
Okay, Friday night. Good to hear from you, man.
Sitting up here chilling.
Come on.
Good, man. Hey, I got my own theory.
Let's go.
Where's El Chapo? Did one of them people hit the wrong pipeline up under there? New York. Because last time I saw El Chapo was in New York going to prison. That's my theory.
Come on, I got time.
El Chapo, the king of tunnels, man. Then if you talking about a heart machine, when these niggas rolling around with all that bass in their car, did all them niggas get together and just turn their speakers on, dog? That's hard. I'm telling you. That's what I'm thinking. It's like, where's El Chapo? All them immigrants, them illegal immigrants out there, ain't no telling. They probably hit the wrong pipeline and went left. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, so now Houston, do you have any family or friends up in the north? What is your connection to the earthquake, if any?
I ain't got the closest. I got people in New York, but they ain't said nothing. They were probably too lit to even notice it.
Oh, okay.
They ain't said nothing. I talked to them.
Okay.
They're like, what?
So you're just sipping and enjoying the conversation as you do. Nothing wrong with that, right?
Yeah, I'm sipping and chilling because I think, man, I don't know, man, if the second part of that earthquake hit, and I've always thought this about New York, it's like there's too many people there. I blamed it on the illegal immigrants. I thought it was overload, too many niggas out there. Then the ground don't give in, too much building, too much tunneling, everything. You think that ain't gonna give in?
Okay.
You know what I mean? And then they got a lot of abandoned tunnels out there, so ain't no telling what's going on. Everybody digging tunnels.
Pressure bust pipes, yes?
Wrong thing out there.
Pressure bust pipes.
What?
Pressure bust.
Yeah, pressure bust pipes.
Pipes, yeah.
Yeah, and then everybody digging tunnels, so ain't no telling who hit the wrong thing, and then some caved in. You know? That's what I think happened. And then if
that's plausible.
Shifting,
that's plausible.
Gonna be a lot of New York fall off. What?
Hang on a second, Houston. Have you on your channel, because I'm still waiting on your new banner so I can promote you, have you discussed Diddy riding around Star Island with Stevie J on mountain bikes? You have to speed on that shit?
Oh, I was about to do that. I'm gonna do that tomorrow because I was just waiting on a little bit more information so I could really talk about it. You know what I mean? Because I talk about them dudes. You know what I mean? That community. They gonna really be mad if they thought they were mad. Wait, boy, Stephen J need to sit down somewhere, dog. I'm like, especially with 50 and what he's doing to him. I know 50 got something on.
Ain't no rat like a New York rat, Houston. That's where I'm going, huh? From Alpo to Nicky Barnes, Diddy. I'm calling Diddy again a confidential informant. The niggas riding bikes around Star Island, throwing up the peace sign, giving niggas high fives. Not a care in the world. Not a care in the world.
Man, Diddy been an informant. That nigga been an informant since Uptown days, dog. That boy been telling on everybody, getting niggas out of here.
Right.
That nigga, man, J-Lo better not say nothing. She better shine, better not say nothing. Gene Deal probably need to watch it. I'm like, come on, man, that boy is reckless. He don't care, dog.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, that, man, what?
I think Gene will be okay, man. But all right, so listen, the next time you're going live, send me an email notification with a banner. Houston, I keep telling you to send me a banner so we can put that in
okay, I got you. My bad. I got you, dog. But
now, hey, before you go,
I mean, dog.
Houston, I need you, man.
Okay.
There's a documentary. If you have not seen it, it's called When Black Women Go Missing. Vice News put this out. What are your thoughts, man? I mean, on the lack of support for Black women, Black children. I mean, the video is very well done. And I just, I don't see the same support as the dominant society. Your thoughts?
I think the thought is that Black women have this idea that they don't need no man, and then all of that, they strong and all that. And then it's like, man, okay, you strong. And then like, it goes back, I am. They always down talking the Black man, and then when they get in trouble, they want them to take up for them. But you done down talk this so much where we don't even want to help you.
Damn.
That's what I think.
You co-signing what Janet said. I think Janet said that, right?
Yeah, I agree with Janet on that. Like, okay, you don't need no man. All right. Don't come to us when you need help, but you always run to the white man to tear down Black men. Then when you in trouble, we don't care. Like, all right, go ask the white man about some help. You know what I'm talking about? But that's what I think.
Okay. I appreciate you.
It's sad that they do that, and then they don't even realize it. But I don't think they care.
I think you make a very valid point, because there is a perception, sadly, when Black women go missing and we're just like, huh, what? Get out of here. We always assume somebody's scamming, somebody was trying to cut a nigga's pocket, just some type of jokes went down. But I recommend the documentary nonetheless. Thank you, Houston.
All right, thanks, man.
Yes,
Salute.
sir. Thank you. It's my nigga right there. Houston tapping him. Hold on a second, guys. Okay. Truck and Tay, thank you for your support as always. Yes, sir, that's a very popular saying. We've been saying that on the Star Report, Star and Buck Wild, for decades. Presidents are selected, not elected. I would never vote for Joe Biden. I don't like him. I don't like his policies, but I'm just not. I don't put this past his administration. DJ Bo Birch, I got your donation. I felt it in Delaware, and I'm 20 miles. Oh, wow. From Maryland? Really? DJ Bo Birch, are you sipping? I've never known you to cap. Curtis, I got your donation. Thank you for being on the mic on a Friday evening. Thank you so much, Curtis. Okay. Truckin' Tay also says niggas giggling like shit sweet on a Friday. Yeah, man. Some other guy trying to promote his birthday, man. If you don't get the fuck out of here with that weirdo shit, I don't celebrate my birthday. The fuck is somebody supposed to jump out the window and wish you many, many more, man? Get the fuck out of here with that. Area code 405. Good evening. I have a theory. Are you there? 405 and 5.
Yo.
4. Good evening.
Yo.
Sir, can you turn that down, please, so we can hear you?
Hold up. What you hear? I don't hear anything.
It's a little noisy. Can you come closer so we can hear what you're saying?
Yeah, what's up with the Star?
Yes, sir. How
Can
are
you hear
you?
me now?
Loud and clear.
I'm
What's
doing
cracking?
pretty good, brother. How about yourself? And I ain't calling you my brother. I'm just calling you a brother. Like,
Please, sir, please. I'm saying please. That offends me. If I tell you something offends me, don't try and push it in my direction. I'm nobody's brother, sir. But where do you want to start, please?
I guess we can go ahead and start with the earthquakes real quick. You don't think they're playing with that weather? They probably testing it out, seeing how it could manipulate the weather. You don't think they think that machine could possibly manipulate the minds of the people?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Have people out here going crazy one day.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Yeah.
At the
Sir, I've been saying that, but we're focused tonight. I'm trying to focus on the HARP program. You're talking about something totally different. Yes, I'm saying the Caucasian master of technology is capable of a lot of demonic behavior. That's what I'm saying. Go ahead.
I mean, I totally agree. Look at the internet. That shit is totally demonic for real.
I think so.
It's really said and done. That in itself is a demonic entity, just being honest. And you was talking about the AI, artificial intelligent life forms. I mean, that is possible. That is something that probably could be taking place definitely here real soon, sooner than a lot of people may think. You know, and that's gonna be kind of scary because that's kind of meaning that they don't want people to mate and have babies anymore, which is weird. Like, what's going on with that? What's the meaning of that?
Can I respond? I appreciate the call here. Listen, I don't have all the answers. I'm almost 60, man. But synthetic life forms. I've been talking about this for decades, even going back to 2004 when I was on Power 104.1. More than likely, I will marry a synthetic life form. I have no use for a bitch who gets old and useless. That's a bad investment. That's a bad investment. You feel me? So AI, as you just said, or synthetic life forms, that's right around the corner.
Right around the corner, which is kind of scary. Like for real, because it's like, why don't y'all use that for like soldiers? You know, use that stuff for military warfare. If anything, say
they already do.
They
already do. They already do.
That I'm not aware of. Yeah. But I must say, I ain't gonna even hold you, Star. I'm not too privy on this HARP machine. All I know is like a little bit about it, like the basics. I don't know too much details in it enough to kind of really hold a good conversation with you about this topic, brother.
Well, no, stay with me. Stay with me, because you see, in my in my experience with doing this thing here, you know, this media thing, a lot of times the person who has the most simplistic understanding can be the most intelligent. I say that respectfully. You don't have to have a wide vocabulary. You don't have to be a reader and all that sorts of shit. But, you know, if you can recognize a demon, let's say a demon, then you can possibly see with your third eye. You could have a third eye, you know. You can see things that the 85 percenters don't necessarily see. You know what I'm talking about? The 85%, the deaf, the dumb, and the blind?
Yes, sir.
Right.
Yes, sir.
Right. So you don't have
I do feel like sometimes I operate in the spiritual realm of things that's going on around me in a sense, because I definitely do believe in God, and I definitely do believe in that there is obviously it got to be an opposite of it, the evil spirit of things. And like they say, that's this planet, this earthly realm, it's their kingdom. I feel like a lot of things is aimed towards like the bad versus the good for the most part. So things that may come off good might not always be good. And the fact that the weather is being played with, manipulated, it only makes me feel like, okay, if these people think that they can manipulate the weather, I'm pretty sure they feel like they can manipulate the minds of others. And if they're using the machine to do this with the weather, ain't no telling what they think this machine is really capable of doing.
Sir, you're spitting facts right now. Hang on. You see, you're spitting facts right now. You don't have to be a person who's gone to the institutions of learning to say what you've just said. Yeah. If a person has a demonic nature, and I'll even go with your word, spirit, even though I don't subscribe to spirits and things, then yeah, you can see certain things that others, put out into the universe, Many people from the South, my relatives, my beautiful Geechee relatives used to say things that held a lot of weight. Back in the days in the 70s, I heard them say, the truth is the light. You ever heard that?
I can't really say that I have, honestly.
Okay.
I'm just being honest.
Yeah.
And I'm
Come out of the darkness. Come on into the light, boy.
Now I've heard those. I have heard that type of talk before. Yes, I definitely heard that type of talk before.
Come out of them dark demonic ways. Put that cocaine and lead them. Put that cocaine down. Lead them whores alone.
I don't know about all that, man. I don't know about all that. Now you try to test me, man.
No.
You always try to go there when you get me on the line.
I'm just talking. I'm not saying you, but I'm just saying that's what that's what the old heads used to say. Put down the tools of the devil. Put down the little that powder. Leave that alone. That ain't what you need, boy. Anyway.
I mean, and they was right, because look at the type of chaos that shit caused.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They seen something in that white dust
that
obviously those around that was doing it wasn't really seeing.
Yeah. Self-loathing.
Yeah.
Self-loathing,
Yes, sir.
Hedonism.
Yes, sir.
Hedonism and debauchery. Hey, man, I appreciate the call, man. Salute.
Hey, salute to you as well, my man. I appreciate you picking up for your boy.
Yes,
cool
sir.
And enjoy your evening, and thanks, my man, for
Thank
asking.
you, sir.
Take care, boss.
Thank you. Okay. All right. You see that, folks? I can talk to people who don't necessarily agree with me, and I can respect their positions and their views. This is the objective perspective. You understand? Self-loathing and whores and voodoo and devil's work. Ego-driven. Trying to marry a synthetic life form. Hang on a second, guys. We're taking our time this evening. We got to make sure I'm promoting more of my sponsors. If any sponsors want to call in, please do so. Camille. Hey, Camille, are you out there? Camille has a great YouTube platform. She's building her brand. She's got some great content, and she's learning about editing and so on and so forth. And guys, I talk to my sponsors behind the scenes as well. I don't have all the answers, but there's things about these algorithms that, I think are vital. Maybe I can help you. I studied the algorithms. Okay. But check out Camille, youtube.com/@Coffee Chat with Camille. Tell her I sent you. Oh, wait a minute. Who's hold on. Area code 267. Good evening. Are you there on a Friday late night?
Star was cracking.
Hey, who's this?
Calling from Norristown, PA, man.
Norristown, okay. The home of my nigga Bill, Bill Collector.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Shout out to homie.
Yeah. What's going on with you, man?
Yeah. Yo, earthquake was crazy. Actually was I was knocked out. I heard that shit. I'm not gonna lie. As soon as I woke up, pardon the language. As soon as I woke up, I actually thought it was the neighbors. I kind of was a little pissed, dazed and disoriented. I'm like, damn, what is these crackers next door? What they doing? Like, causing all this ruckus.
Okay, now are you still living in Norristown, or you just rep it? You say you woke up in cracker neighbors.
Nah, I'm in Norristown. Yes, sir. But no, but he said it was. Now, where exactly was the earthquake? But they said it was Jersey.
Well, you tell us, sir. You said you woke up to the earthquake and you were mad, right? You thought it was the cracker neighbors. They're doing what, sir? Having a party, or did you think the crackers were coming through the door? Keep it real.
Nah, man. They're my neighbors is assholes, so I just thought they was up to their usual shenanigans. But come to find out it was an earthquake. That shit, yeah, it was kind of crazy. We wasn't freaking out though. Like allegedly they say the black people was doing. I don't know nothing about that.
Are you in a nice place in Norristown? And also salute to the homie Rosenberg Raw repping Norristown as well. Yes, Rosenberg Raw.
Yeah, shout out to Raw, man.
Good,
yes,
good nigga, solid. But hang on a second. So now you heard some noise, boom, 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 and you thought that the crackers next door were partying, or did you think they were coming through your door, coming to give you some straightening? Keep it real.
Nah, man. To be honest, completely honest, it was more like a rumbling, like the room was kind of shaking, but I'm just waking up, so I'm kind of little, I don't got all my bearings yet.
Right.
So, I had a number of different thoughts, instantly just, the reaction was just go, damn, my neighbors, what is the hell are they doing? But then it also could have been felt like it could have been some construction or just something nearby. I kind of was waiting for it to subside. Kind of was about a good 30, 35 seconds, something like that.
Did you grab the burner, sir? What did you do after you realized it wasn't the neighbors? What did you do, my nigga? Just I don't know, man. You sound kind of iffy. What'd you do after you said, I'm awake now? What'd you do?
To be honest, man, I put my ass back to sleep. Not even gonna lie to you. No care.
I think you're capping, sir, but thank you so much. Thank you.
Salute later.
Fuck this nigga talking. Hold on a second. Oh, wait a minute. Oh. Good evening. There he is. 267. Philly tapping in. Philly.
Yo, sir.
Yes, sir.
What's popping?
Okay, sir, you're on some type of cheap Germantown headset.
Nah, I'm on AirPods.
Yeah,
I'm on AirPods.
Sir, it sounds crazy. It sounds crazy, sir. Who am I talking
Is this better,
to?
sir?
It's a little better. Who am I talking to? Philly. It's a Philly Exchange.
This is DJ Bo Birch, man. What's popping?
Hey, what's up, homie? Good to hear from you.
I only called in because you said I was tapping, man. I'm telling you, I'm in Delaware, about 20 minutes from Elkton, Maryland.
Okay.
And you ever see the movie where they pop that quarter in the hotel bed and your bed starts shaking? That's exactly what happened. I'm like, wait a minute. I thought maybe like a 18-wheeler must have drove past the crib or something, and I'm like, what the hell? And then I hop on live, and it's like, yo, was that just the earthquake? And I'm like, oh, all right, that's what it was. But I wasn't tripping. It wasn't on how they making it be. Everybody on the internet talking about, it might be a tsunami and all this stuff. I'm like, how the hell is it going to be a tsunami when y'all don't even have a beach? Can you hear me?
Well, to your point, yeah, people who don't understand or who don't have experience with, certain disasters, they will assume the worst. Ooh, tsunami.
Right.
shaking in the boots, clacking at the knees.
Yeah,
And,
yeah, it was like people running outside, and I said, well, I was on live with a friend in New York, and then another friend in California.
Okay.
And she's like, well, this happens all the time, and I'm like, well, that's just equivalent to when y'all get snow. Y'all go crazy over a little bit of a few flurries, and y'all act like it's a blizzard. When we can take, you know what I mean? We walk outside with it and everything. So that's all. But I'm not capping. It really happened this far, So I don't know what it is. But I did want to comment about the synthetic women.
Oh man,
I totally agree with you, Star.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah. I mean, half these women, they damn near synthetic anyway. They go to Miami, they slap on an ass and some tits, and slap on a synthetic hair, and synthetic eyebrows, and. You might as well get one that you can program to what? You probably can adjust her snatch grip. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you want to do. Change the complexions. We don't know. But I agree with you, man. I mean, I wouldn't have that as my sole wife, period. But, maybe a little, keep it in the basement for, hard times. What are you thinking?
Well, listen, man. I don't have all the answers. I'm just talking about who I am, and what it is that I want to achieve and or accomplish in life. And I've always been a solo act. I don't need sidekicks, any type of comic relief, But in terms of females, I need someone to assist the greatness of me. There is no bitch on the planet that could ever enhance, who I am. She can only assist me. You feel me? So I'm not necessarily gonna find someone and say, "Hey, I've been looking for you all my life." That would be a fucking lie. That'd be a lie.
Yeah, Star. But I hear you talk, and I know you got a little bit of ism in you and about you by the way you talk. So
okay.
I'm just saying. You can't touch your ism with a synthetic life form. I need that challenge. I need to talk to a real woman to see where my game at. Because sometimes they show you where you are as a man. If you're dressing, I mean, you are a man's man and you do your own thing. But sometimes we need them to say, "Hey, I don't like the way you rocking that. That don't go right." Or why you move like that? You acting like a little hoe. Like, you know what I mean? You could be the manliest man, but you always have your little hoe moments where a woman may have to check you on that. You know what I'm saying? And you need a woman to...
I hear you talking, sir, but if a woman ever addressed me as a hoe or called me out my name, she would be...
No.
Hang on, I just want to respond to what you're saying.
Sorry.
She would be fired. Bitch, you're fired. Huh?
Damn. Yeah.
I've already gone on record and said on multiple occasions, I am the ultimate man. There's no upgrading from me. None. So all that checking me shit. No, man. You see, when you let them think that's when they creep in, and then as females do, you give them an inch and they take a fucking mile. But now, respectfully, you've got children, yes?
Yes. Yeah.
I say this with all due respect, homie. With all due respect, man. You're not the man you used to be. Once they push out your little seeds, those little life forces, you become a shell of what you used to be. Now, you may think that's a good thing, I don't see it like that.
You're preaching right now. You're preaching right now, Star. I might have to send in an offering donation.
Well, hey, I
preaching right now.
You and I have good conversations, man. But in terms of the female, they always have to be checked. They have to be checked. It says so in all of your religious scriptures and doctrines.
True.
They have to be checked. Bitch, you can't check me. Bitch, follow my lead. Follow my lead and enhance your life, bitch. I'm doing you the favor. Bitch, you're after my last name. Bitch, I don't want your last name. Yeah.
But you wouldn't know if you're capable of that by having a synthetic life form. You could just program it to follow what you want.
Well,
it's like paying for it. It's hold on, let me say this. I mean, I'm not even cut you off, but it's like paying for it. Like some guys pay for it, and they say, "Oh, I get a lot of bitches. I get all the bitches," but you're paying for it, so you don't know where your game is really. Do you agree with that?
A man reaches a certain point in his life,
mm-hmm.
and that woman can complement that man in his journey.
Mm-hmm.
She can complement that man. Some people may see it different. That's fine. You know, I'm not saying you're wrong if you have a wife or the mother of your seeds and you guys grow together. I don't need a female to grow. I'm well past that point in my life. Maybe back in the early 20s, I could have grown with a bitch, but I've grown on my own. I've grown on my own. I've manifested. I am who I am. I like who I am. I'm a man of a certain pedigree, and a female either respects me or she gets the fuck from around me. But now, with regards to let's bring it back to the synthetic life form. The synthetic life form is a source of constant information. She is constantly taking in new information. And that information is processed and given to me until the point where I can no longer process myself, and then it's checkout time. It's checkout time. And if she has to take care of me, bitch, because I say so, not because you feel sorry for me, bitch. Take care of me. Fix that fucking the slop bucket, the piss jar. Change that bitch because I say so, not out of pity. Once they think that or once they start doing something out of pity, you might as well put the barrel in your mouth. Then she's really got you.
Yeah.
Okay, finish up.
Hey, you there's nothing else to add to that, sir. You summed it up. I appreciate you taking my call, man.
Salute to you, man. We'll talk soon.
All right, later.
Yes, sir. We've gone off the rails now. We started talking about synthetic life forms. I want to keep it on the earthquakes, you know. You give a bitch an inch and she wants to take a mile. Bitch, close your mouth and do as you're told. Bitch, your father lied to you. He told you were special. You're not. You're not special, bitch. What's that old saying? Well, you know, I'm not going down that path. I think we're done with the conversation. Hold on a second. Who just sent the donation? A bountiful soul. Hold on now. Oh. Statue of Liberty. Lightning strike. Charge the harp. Okay. Hey, I'm not going to say your name. I know who you are. Okay. We're just having I don't want to say a conspiracy conversation, but we're talking about the earthquake and the aftershocks in the north. Anybody want to chime in? See how you feel? Hey, Valerie. Valerie sent in a cash app. Oh, Valerie. I appreciate the donation, but Valerie, I am a traveler. And I still take road trips because I enjoy life. You've got me confused with someone who more than likely left you, or someone who wasn't successful, or someone who didn't have options. I take my road trips because I like to see new things, talk to new people. Salute to you. I don't know your position or your place in life, but I couldn't think of anything worse than to have married someone from my fucking hometown, Scotch Plains, New Jersey, and had some kids and stayed in the same state for the rest of my fucking life. That would be prison. But thank you for your donation. Hold on a second. Let me go to area code 404. Good evening. We have gone off the rails, but let's try to focus on the earthquake. Are you there? 404.
Big nigga Punassi on the check-in. What's up, boss man?
What's up, man? How are you? Let's take it slow, man, because I had to hang up on you before. I don't want to do that to you, man. You're a good nigga, man. You're a good nigga.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir,
Good
boss.
nigga. Good. What's cracking, man? We're talking about my theory, or if you see a difference, say, no, Star, that's bullshit. That's God. The earthquake in the north. Pooh nasty.
Well, Star, Troy Terrain, Boss Hog. What's your theory on it? Like, of course, the heart program is real. I mean, it's documented proof, right?
I don't know.
But
Tell me.
I mean, what you can trace it back to Louisiana and Hurricane Katrina. Then you can go towards the Emerald Triangle with the Bahamas and the disappearances, right? Amelia Earhart and whatnot. What's your theory, boss? What's your theory, so I can respond to your theory?
My theory is that the Biden administration is trying to instill fear. Fear is the biggest motivator on the planet. Fear is what has prompted people to subscribe to the unknown and to kill his or her brother.
Which is the fear of God.
The fear. Oh my goodness, I'm going to burn in a lake of fire. Well, I have to act according to these doctrines because I fear the unknown. So the fear that I'm talking about is the Biden administration, pardon me, implementing fear in the masses. You know, whether it's directed at the quote unquote foundational Black Americans, ADOS, Caribbean blacks, whoever, you know, let's all get focused out there. Election time is coming. Some of you are talking about jumping the fence, voting for Trump. No. Fear. And here you got the earthquake. Go ahead.
Well, Star, do you think the HEART program was implemented with this kind of not minor scale, but probably mediocre earthquake? Do you think it was implemented during a five? What I want to say on the Richter scale, they said it was 5.5, the highest 6, something like that.
I don't know.
Like, I don't think it was implemented on this. I think this is more of an effect of kind of what we're doing to the earth, right?
Okay.
And it's like, it kind of goes into what Russell Simmons said, right? Okay. We're kind of polluting the earth with eating more cows. Like, that's the number one, you know what I mean? No, but I mean,
hang on, Pooh Nasty. You were doing good.
Well, I mean, you told me to be mature, Star.
Well, okay. Are you quoting a PCP smoker? I mean, that's my guy. But where we go?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you could look at it as, you could look at it from that aspect, but you could also look at it from, you're quoting a successful businessman, right? I mean, the man's business model is successful for a reason. We can knock him for the crazy accusations and the nowadays no Diddy, but I mean, because he was the original godfather of it, but I mean, not to veer too far off track.
Okay.
But I mean, he's successful, so I mean, you kind of got to take into account what he has to say, right? Cows are kind of the biggest, and I did the research. Cows farting are the biggest pollution of Earth, and it kind of goes into what we feed them and this, that, and the other. That kind of breaks down to what we're talking about now, which is the HEART program and that theory, right?
Okay.
Is it all just a big, massive government conspiracy theory, or I mean, is there some truth to the effect? And I'll leave it at that, boss hog.
No, stay with me. Stay with me, Pooh Nasty. Puna, stay with me. I think Homo sapiens are the biggest threat to
command.
Well, definitely a threat to himself, but I think Homo sapiens are the biggest threat to the planet. If you want to get go there, death and destruction is what surely Homo sapiens are set on, the death of their own kind. You know, not that you have to agree with me, but I'm just saying we have the ability to conceptualize. That makes us different from animals that are instinctive. We conceptualize. We can formulate concepts in our mind, but at the same time,
Right. We have a.
At the same time, we are devilish. You know, murderers, procreators of other life forms that are worthless. You know, do you want to talk about shape shifting? We can even go there, Punasi. Shape shifting.
Yeah,
Come on.
yeah, Boss Hog, we can go there, but I mean, when you break down that whole concept, right? Like you, as you said, we are kind of the dominant species, right? We're humans, right? We have a mind on us, right? We have a powerful. The mind is the most powerful thing, right? No matter a weapon, whatever, the mind is there's no limitations, right? But we have to survive. So if we see a little yard bird, such known as a chicken, guess what? We're gonna kill, adapt, and survive, right? That's what makes us Americans, right? MAGA, baby. That's what makes.
Why not kill each other rather than kill a bird and a chicken? Why not kill each other and consume each other?
Well, I think you have. I think as humans, as you said again, the mind. We have some morality, and we have values, traits, traditions, cultures, and kind of we adapt them into our daily lives as humans. And so why not kill a bird? Why kill a known man or a known species and kill thy neighbor and not build on something else when you could use that person? Who knows? I mean, human meat's probably nasty, right? You ever saw Hannibal Buress? You remember when they ate his poor little sister in the wintry Russian? You know? So, I mean, who wants to do that? Why not eat the chicken, right? I prefer the chicken.
I'm listening.
And at that point, Boss Hog, we went down a rabbit hole.
You meant to say Hannibal Lecter. You said Hannibal Buress.
Hannibal Lecter. My bad. Hannibal Lecter. Yeah, not that black, non-funny nigga.
Well, let's not take shots at somebody else. But no, okay. So
my bad. We're not taking shots at other
but now,
content.
hang on a second. Now, why not kill your neighbor and cleanse the earth? Why not kill your neighbor?
How would you be cleansing the earth, Boss Hog? I mean, we also got to break down the conspiracy of religion, right?
No. Who says you shouldn't kill your neighbor to replenish?
Notice I
hang on, if I can just throw
of
this in
religion.
there. Guys, folks, we'll come back to the topic. We're just going off the rails. So this is my nigga Punasi. Why not kill your neighbor and cleanse, you know, or purge? Why not?
Well, I mean, you can, right? And you can try and conquer all.
And who says you shouldn't kill your neighbor?
Well, according to the good book that a lot of these people confine to, called religion, I mean, they say you shouldn't kill.
Book of folklore.
And I mean,
book of folklore.
I mean, folklore. Right? This is fable. But no, when you kind of break it down, I mean, it goes back to the morality compass, right? And it goes back to having values and just being a good human. And we do kind of conceptualize or have that mindset of we want a life to live on this earth, right? Like, what else is out there besides aliens and the massive conspiracies that they lie to us about every day?
Punasi, I'm going to say this. I have enjoyed talking to you. I'm going to give you the last word. You're a knowledgeable man, and thank you for this very slow approach, because you and I have had some good conversations.
Well, what's the algorithm? Can we cuss?
Yeah, we can curse tonight. But now listen, until we actually see something out there, or until Area 51 actually shows us something by way of quote unquote aliens, I'm saying that the African is the alien, a supreme being.
I would agree.
A supreme killer, able to live on the fucking plains in heats that were just beyond livable. Back when the
plains of Scotts, New Jersey.
No. Back when the Earth spun at a different speed, right? The African, that's the fucking alien who built those goddamn pyramids. Don't buy into that bullshit that aliens came from someplace else. No, the African built. Hang on. I'm gonna give you the last word. The African built those goddamn pyramids. So all that alien talk, that's what I'm saying. I've always said that. That's the alien, the African, and we are just mutations of the African. He is the elite killer. He does not play that little game, brother. Right, Punasi?
Absolutely. You'll get dialed up on
the
ASAP.
African is all about tribes. Please finish up, man.
Shirt wearing niggas.
Finish up. I've enjoyed talking to you. Come on.
Boss Hog, we're going to leave it on that tip. Absolutely. Do I think niggas are aliens? Absolutely. Some of them come in big shapes and sizes. Pause. You got some of these niggas out here 6'7", the Kimbe Mutombo looking ass niggas.
All right.
And we'll leave it on that tip, Boss Hog. Have a good night,
man.
big
Salute.
Who nasty out, baby.
Yes, sir. That's a good conversation. Guys, should we end the show on that note? That was my nigga Pooh Nasty, man. Huh? I didn't say niggas are aliens. I said the African. A brutal killer, huh? Hold on a second, guys. Bone, don't work. I got your email. Thank you. I got the cap about Puerto Ricans. Yeah, that was nice try, but thank you so much. Blade tapping in. Hang on. Okay, who's on the line? What area code? Guys, folks, listen, when you email me, you have to say what area code you're calling from. I'm looking at 12 calls right now. Hang on a second. It's one of my sponsors. And also, guys, tossedandslice.com. Please go there. Tell them I sent you. We're going to be doing some custom promotion tomorrow. Okay. Everybody, hold on. I'm waiting for a sponsor to call in or to tell me what line they're on. Sheesh. Hang on a second. It looks like this is somebody here from the New York area. 917, good evening. We're talking about the earthquakes in the north. Are you there? Are you at the speed?
I'm here. Good evening, sir.
Hey, who's this?
Hi, this is Learn Creole, one of your newer sponsors.
Hey, I just sent you an email. You have to say what area code you're calling from when you email, all right?
Okay.
All right.
Yes, good to know. This is my first time calling in.
Okay, hold on a second. Link tr.ee/learn.creole, yes?
That's right. Learn.creole.
Okay, it's on my screen.
So,
come on, tell us all about your platforms. Please tell us all about it.
Sure. So, in light of everything going on in Haiti, I mean, I wasn't born there, but, my background is Haitian.
Okay.
And so I decided to design some merch to kind of bring some more awareness and, for people to show love of, different backgrounds. So I designed some hats and t-shirts and some summer slides, which is my personal fave. And on that same link, I also offer common household items. So you have skincare products, energy drinks, personal care products and that sort of thing, vitamin supplements, all of that. And last but not least, I also realized that like a lot of times those with Haitian background, they tend to not necessarily like keep hold of the Creole language, especially when we come to the States. So I started this movement of teaching Haitian Creole, but like in a kind of like a fun and quick and, you know, interactive way. So on my platform.
Okay, so you are a person who is you're doing something and you're culturally proud first and foremost. Yes.
Correct. Culturally proud.
Proud.
Yeah.
I appreciate that. I respect that. So with regards to the merch and other things on your link tree, which is right on my screen right now for those who want to go there, and I urge you to. Do you have any political position that you're taking, or is it just and giving people information? Is there anything that you want to push in terms of an agenda or politics?
I wouldn't say necessarily on a political standpoint, but more so from like heritage and culture.
Okay.
Yeah, because a lot of times you hear, oh yeah, Sac Passe, we support Haitians and stuff like that. Everybody loves the black rice, the John rice, and you know, like the different the different foods, the plantain and all of that. But it's like, okay, so let's just tap in a little bit and get the Creole going, especially since now, like even from a personal level, but then also professionally, Creole has really come in handy, like in the States, and so it's a good language to learn also.
Yes. I've had great relationships over the years with people of Haitian descent and some who were actually born there. So yes, I mean I wasn't trying to push you into a political realm, but I wanted to give you the platform. Anything in Haiti right now that you want to mention? If not, you don't have to. But there's a rebellion of sorts, and I have been talking about my nigga Barbecue, a rebel leading a resistance. They reference him as a gang leader. Do you have any Barbecue merch? Because his name is popping right now. Barbecue.
His name definitely is popping, and honestly, like I think that's one of the best names to go with. Like I think it's a hit, Barbecue. Not that I agree necessarily with gang activity or anything like that, but it's like, you know, Barbecue, that says a lot.
Hang on. I'm jumping out the window. We did a show a couple of weeks ago. No, he's not a gang leader, in my opinion. He's a rebel leading a resistance against things such as the IMF and other powers that are trying to, you know, take over or have, if not take over, have their input. So I'm just, I'm out there right now. But yeah, Barbecue. His name is ringing bells. I'm sorry. Go ahead. You were saying.
Yeah. So like, I think there's two, like maybe more perspectives on that. There's the aspect of, you know, he's a gang leader, and a lot of people recognize him as so, especially like when you hear like the news reports and stuff like that. They're like the Haitian gang leader. But then there's the aspect of the rebellious movement, where it seems like he's trying to shed light on different perspectives and just kind of like the overall leadership. And, you know, sometimes that's what it takes to kind of like bring in a new perspective.
Yeah. Well, listen, I'm as old as dust. I'm not sure if you know my age, but I think Barbecue is leading a resistance, and the resistance is against a lot of things that other countries fall victim to, or they sign their whole countries away to, you know, by way of just deals and things like that. But anyway, all right. So do you also post YouTube videos? And I want to make sure that you have a wrench in my live chat by way of your YouTube channel. So let's make sure that we exchange emails tomorrow. Anything on your YouTube platform or Instagram platform that you want to mention?
So yeah, I recently started an Instagram page, and that's learn.creole.
Okay.
I also have it on X, but it's Learn Creole X on that platform.
Okay.
And then on YouTube, I have learn.creole. So pretty much it's like 7 words, and you have a timer, and you have to guess the word in Haitian Creole from English. So it's a way to kind of like test your, test everyone's skills. It's quick, it's fun, and it's a new page. So like I would appreciate the support. Anybody who wants to just follow and just, interact with the platform.
Okay. Hey, we're going to get your banner posted tomorrow in the community section. So make sure you leave a comment under there and telling people to come to your platform. I appreciate you calling in, and let's get you back on the line next week to discuss some other things on your platform. Okay.
Of course. Appreciate you, sir.
Great to talk to you. Bye now.
Okay, bye.
Okay. All right. One of my new sponsors, huh? Star Report back in the building. It's Friday night, late night, and I want to continue the conversation. Earthquake shakes New York, New Jersey, some of Philly, and I'm asking you, or I'm saying it's the HARP program. Hopefully everybody's okay. I have not heard about any deaths being reported. Okay. The HARP. Are you up to speed on the HARP? Go into my community section if you have not heard of the HARP program. Okay. All the information is right there. Sometimes I can better show you than tell you. Established in 1993. High frequency active auroral research program. Okay. In short, weather manipulation. Weather manipulation, okay? Guys, also, I got to say this. I forgot to mention this earlier. Hold on a second. Why didn't somebody tell me about the Bojangles bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit? Oh, my God. Scrumptious. Can I get an amen? Anybody know about the Bojangles bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit? I drove 11 miles today to get a fucking Bojangles bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit. I got to put McDonald's on hold for a second. Anybody? Bojangles bacon, egg, and cheese. And they've got some sides I'm kind of somewhat sort of feeling as well, but damn. Somebody says that ain't food. I don't give a goddamn. I don't care. Let me go to area code 760. Good evening. Extended show talking about the earthquake shaking up New York, New Jersey. Are you up to speed? 760.
Yeah. You can hear me, sir?
Loud and clear. How are you?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
I'm alive, sir. Niggas is dying every day. I'm alive and I'm healthy.
I feel you. I feel the same way. What I got to say about that earthquake is it was just a test. Y'all going home now. It was just a test. Yeah. Going home now. Pretty soon we're gonna be seeing blizzards down south, and we're gonna be seeing tornadoes up in Canada, and then shit, hurricanes on the west coast. Y'all going home now. Nobody got hurt.
I agree. Oh. Well. Yeah.
What else? What's the next topic?
Well, no, stay there for a second.
Okay.
The hurricane today that got niggas so upset, calling friends and family. That's just a little taste. That's just a little taste, and
exactly. It's a test to see how they gonna react to what's about.
Well, it's a test so that you can get your mind right, and you can vote. You can vote for Biden again, because people are talking about voting for Trump. Now, Trump's my guy, but at the same time, politics is the dirtiest game. So Biden, who's got 2 feet in the grave, he's pulling out all stops right now. All stops. Come on.
The lesser of two evils. Bring Trump back. And I'm black. And my parents and all my
relatives are Democrats. Shit, bring Trump back.
Well, so listen, when Trump got in the White House, he was bringing all sorts of niggas too, right? Steve Harvey, Ye,
Lil Wayne, Kodak Black.
Yeah. He gave Kodak Black a pardon.
So I'm about to go buy a Draco.
Well, what's the nigga's name who played with the Ravens? Ray. What was that nigga's name? Hold on a second.
Ray Rice?
No, not Ray Rice. No.
Oh shit.
Hold on. No, not Ray Rice. The nigga won the Super Bowl. Oh, come on, man. How can you not know?
Oh, I don't know, man.
All right, go ahead. Anyway, you were saying, go ahead.
Yeah, that's about it. About that hurricane. It's just a test. We're gonna see how y'all gonna react and shit. More to come. Stay tuned.
All right. Okay, you were saying Ray Lewis. He had Ray
Lewis.
Ray Lewis came through the White House. Hey, listen, Trump had the Soul Train line at the goddamn White House. Huh?
Stimulus checks.
Ooh. Hitting niggas with the stimmies. The stimmy.
Uh-huh. One thing I can say about when Trump was in the White House, the economy was thriving, though. I can say that.
Yeah. Come on. I'm out there right now. Let's go.
Shit. What else? What we talking about? Give me something to talk about.
Well, hang on. There's a documentary I was talking about earlier. Up speed on hang on a second. Missing Black Girls. Do you care? Hopefully you care, man.
I mean, I hope they get home safely, but a lot of people be overlooking like the facts of stuff. What was these black girls doing? Did they get taken or did they run away? You get what I'm saying?
Damn. Go ahead.
That's all I got to say about that. Oh, I wanted to ask you because I heard you talking with a previous caller about Africans being aliens. What make you say that they're aliens?
Because they are, in my opinion, the bloodline was elite once upon a time to withstand the different elements. We are extensions of the Africans. No matter how you slice it, how you dice it, all things started in Africa. Now, some might say, well, you know, the Adam and Eve, yada yada, or something brought Homo sapiens to Earth. I don't know, whatever your thing is, but you know that African, based upon our research and afarensis, Lucy, who stood upright once upon a time, you know, that had to have been some type of superhuman, if you will, DNA to withstand the elements and other things that has given rise to the pieces of shit that we are now.
Okay, but you basically not saying that they from another planet. That's not what you get.
Well, that I don't know, but in terms of what I see, you know, the metaphysically given, I see the African.
I'll kill you.
And as I've always said, I've never met an African with good intentions, so I don't trust them. I don't trust them.
Look, I grew up around Africans, right?
Yeah.
And you damn right about that. They always trying to what's that shit called? Penny pinching, wheel and deal and shit. And get if they not coming out on top of whatever, they ain't helping you. They not doing no business, nothing with you. They gotta be getting the upper hand.
The African is all about divide and conquer. Now, never mind white people. The African, if an African calls you brother, run.
Run. No, for real. That's real. That's so real.
Yeah.
Hey, my brother. My brother, what can you do for me?
Yeah.
Hey, my brother.
Oh.
Give me small.
Yeah.
My brother.
Yeah.
Yo, driving 11 miles for a bacon, egg, and cheese is wild, star.
Bojangles. Yo.
Wow.
Bojangles.
But I know you've been eating the McDonald's bacon, egg, and cheese for years, so obviously you know something. If you driving 11 miles for a bacon, egg, and cheese.
No, I've been eating the McDonald's sporadically. Sometimes I'll take a couple of years off. I tried the the Burger King bacon, egg, and cheese croissant, but it's just, sometimes they cook it too long or they nuke it too long in the fucking microwave. But the Bojangles breakfast sandwich is just, it's always banging. I can't front. It's always banging.
I might have to check one out. You ain't got no more subtopics or nothing?
Well, hang on a second. Hold on a second. Yeah, I was talking about the Vice News presents when Black women go missing, but I guess people just not really there tonight, man. Academics says, but I didn't see the video.
Okay.
Notorious B.I.G. was bisexual. Do you know anything about that?
I don't know nothing about that, and I don't know how academics would know anything about that.
Yeah,
like how he know? What he know? I don't know. He reaching. I do know. I was on YouTube last night, and I came across this video, and they had this dude named Notorious B1, and he had like shit. It was like it sounded like Juicy before Juicy, and it was wild how I had never heard. Nothing. I ain't never heard nothing about that.
Yeah, we did a show on that. Hang on a second. Is he from Memphis? I forget.
He was from Mississippi.
Mississippi. Yeah.
Now that was wild. Yeah. Now as far as him being bisexual, I don't know nothing about all that.
Yeah.
Notorious
B1. Yeah, Notorious B1. He had that track out before Biggie. Did he took his whole shit, man? But hey.
Yeah, that was wild. But they kept it under wraps all these years. It's just now getting light. Like that's crazy.
We did a show on that 2 years ago. But listen, man, I appreciate the call. Salute. Thank you.
Thank you, Star. Have a good night.
Yes, sir. Okay. David, is that you sending in a donation? David, call in, man. Tonight's a great night. It's late night. Maybe we can talk about your books, the Ethiopian Bible. Let's do it now. David, where are you, man? Hold on a second. David, just send me an email. Say, Star, I'm on the line. Extended show. Somebody sent me a donation and said, old nigga, stay on the mic. Folks, we're going to do a short donation drive. You know what it is with me. If you send in the Cash App donations, I'll stay here for another hour. I got time tonight. I had that old nigga nap today. Hang on a second. Where is David's information? Maybe we can get David to tap in. Showrunners at DVD 1646. David, do you want to tap in? Let's talk about the Ethiopian Bible. Well, let's go there, man. Shit, we talking all sorts of crazy stuff. Skylar Saunders, where are you, man? Florida boy Jay. Can somebody give me a sports update? Did Caitlin Clark and Iowa, did they win? Did they lose? Where are we? What's going on? Guys on the screen, check out www.mikarabeauty.com. It's one of my sponsors. Okay. Okay. There's David's information right there. David is he's an author. He contributes to the show from time to time. Maybe we can get him on the line, all right? Hey, Sassy. I got your email. Thank you so much, Sassy. Blade talking crazy. Trump will lose. The job market is booming, and Republicans reached too far on abortions and pissed off women. Okay. Derek, I got your donation. Thank you so much. He says, thank you for information on the call. You're very welcome, sir. I try to be a source of information. You know, I'm not the sharpest knife in the drawer, but thank you so much. I'm looking for David. David, are you calling in? I got your donation. Lex Diamond's tapping in. Extend the show, fam. Okay. Let me bring in area code 770. Good evening. Late night. We're talking about the earthquakes. Are you up to speed? 770.
Hey, how's it going, Star?
It's going, sir.
How you doing, brother? I mean, great show. The earthquake, my take on it is definitely, I think it's just a test on society, because we have to just be frank. I mean, let's be honest. most people don't know what's going on. We can only speculate to some degree. I think it's all about keeping people in the dark. So something like that happening, I can only conclude that obviously is some type of testing, seeing people how they react to things, maybe working out something that could be, introduced a little later, because they're always fine-tuning things and figuring out ways to stay ahead of the curve. So I think the earthquake is just totally just the result of experimentation and testing and gathering data, observing how people react, what they think, what they say, and stuff like that. Because I think it's a lot of darkness, as it relates to that. Like, I'm definitely familiar with HAARP, and because I know that exists, then we can kind of conclude that, if it exists, then obviously, we can kind of say it could be that, and I think it has a lot to do with that, so, when it comes to the earthquake stuff, and I heard you talk about the synthetic stuff. I thought that was an interesting topic as well. I wanted to kind of comment on that as well.
We've had that conversation.
If we can go there.
Yeah. We've had that.
Oh, you already? Okay, never mind.
No,
Don't worry about it.
Stay with me. We've had that discussion. Man, actually, 2004, and I remember vividly, I was in Connecticut doing radio, Power 104.1, and I was talking about synthetic life forms, and I am very interested in one. I've always been a science fiction lover, reader, film buff, and historian of sorts. So, yeah, I'm looking for something to accompany me,
Understood.
Can I ask how old are you?
I'm 43.
Okay. Are you married? Are you with your significant other at your age?
Well, I am with a significant other.
Are you married?
Not married yet, though. No.
How long have you been with her or him? I don't know your preference. I'm just asking. I don't know.
I've been with her for about 5 to 7 years.
Has she gotten down on one knee and proposed to you?
No, but it is understood though. We don't really kind of subscribe to. I don't believe. See, if I feel that if you have to go to that point, then I just don't believe it's real. I think that what's understood doesn't have to be spoke, right? So in my mind, I'm like, if we understand what it is, and I'm just looking at actions and behavior, that's what I'm more concerned with. So if you can't understand what you're looking at, then you're not the one, so all that one knee stuff and all that means nothing to me.
Okay.
And she understands that right now.
Do you guys have a child together?
No, we do not.
But she is your significant other. You've said that, yes?
Yes.
All right.
Correct.
I salute you. I mean, me personally, since you asked, I don't have an equal.
Understood.
Yeah.
And
when a female says, I'm the female version of you, I say, no, you're a liar. You're a liar. And you're a delusional bitch. There's no such thing. You're fascinated by me, bitch. You're intrigued.
No,
hang on. Just let me get this out. This is what I say to them. You're fascinated by me. You're intrigued by my intelligence, bitch. But you're not the female version of me. There's no such thing. So when I asked you if she got on one knee, not necessarily to propose to you, but has she gotten on a knee to break herself?
Correct. Understood.
No, that's a question.
It's interesting.
Has your lady ever gotten on one knee to break herself?
No. She hasn't gotten on one knee, but she has made it known that whatever that one knee stuff signifies or symbolizes, she has made it known that she is, I would say, in alignment with my purpose.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
And you accept that?
So,
you accept that? You accept that?
Oh yeah. I accept from the standpoint of this. if it's my purpose. And if you can't support my purpose and facilitate, then I mean, there's nothing that I can do, because here's my thing, and I'm just being completely honest.
I'm listening.
When I look at, I've been around seeing every woman, no matter how much I try to dilute myself or be under some type of delusion, even if I have high hopes, there's always a glitch, and it's not their fault. And that glitch that I see, I came to a realization that I'm like, you know what? Yeah, this ain't gonna work. Meaning that it is, I have a purpose. I am to lead. It is my program. We can get along. We can vibe. But you can never forget that I will never put the ship in your hands. Because if I do that, then everything is fucked. Okay. And I'm that's just where I'm at in life, period. Because I don't care how beautiful, I don't care how great things are in the beginning. It has always shown the glitch that is deep within them will always rear its head. Always. Okay. 100%.
I appreciate the call, man. Thank you for chiming in.
I appreciate it, man.
Yes, sir. Thank
you.
you. Since we're going off the rails, anybody out there dating a 10 or anybody married to a 10? Let me look in the live chat for a second. Anybody dating a 10 or married to a 10? A perfect bitch? Salute to my nigga Sparrow Prince. There's no such thing as a 10. Bitch, you always got room for improvement. Your hair's all right, Yes, it's doable today. Yeah, your feet look nice, but they would have looked better, if you wear the toenail polish I tell you to wear, bitch. Bitch, you got on the wrong perfume. Bitch, I tried. I tried, bitch. And that goes for every bitch I've ever dated, any bitch listening now, and any bitch in the future. You're not a 10, bitch. The most I've ever given one of my girls is an 8. Dave, where are you, man? He says, I'll tap it. Dave, what area code? Hold on a second. If a bitch thinks she's a 10, that's the problem. That's the fucking problem. Bitch, who you smiling at the job? Huh? They don't see the real you. They don't see you without the makeup, Hold on a second. Somebody tapping in from the 570 area code. Good evening. Good evening. The topic is the earthquake shakes New York, New Jersey, and the heart program theory. Are you there? 570. 570. Yes, no, maybe? In 5,
Hello?
4. Yes, sir. Are you there?
Hello?
Get the fuck off the headset. What are you doing?
You
fuck out of here, weirdo. Keep saying hello, hello, hello. I'm not your friend. See that? Break yourself, nigga. This is a Star Report. You ain't doing me no favor by calling. 513, good evening. Late night edition coming up on the 3 hour. After 3 hours, shit. Are you there? 513.
Oh, yeah. I'm here. I'm trying to talk to you about everything, bro.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Where do you want to start, sir?
Yeah. We'll get on the earthquake thing off top.
Well, how about we talk about these bitches who need some straightening and some guidance. Let's go there.
Let's go there. Oh yeah.
Yeah. You know, in South Carolina, about 10 years ago, you could still whoop them. You had to take them to the courtroom. You had to take them up to court. You could smack them.
Oh.
You know, on the ass. You could smack them on the ass with a paddle. You know. Yeah. You got to straighten them out every now and then. I ain't gonna say that's the right thing, of course. You know, but I understand it's rough, man. It's rough, and that's why I say that's something else that, like, I don't want to make it a race thing, but the white man had his woman at a time where she couldn't do shit.
Mm-hmm.
She couldn't vote. She couldn't drive. She couldn't do. You can look at we always like to make the white guy look so stupid and weak, and so it's a reason they running everything, man. You know, you had that woman in a certain spot, man. You got to keep her. You need your woman, but she better standing behind you. But she want to stand in front or next to you now.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's different. But that's.
Are you Muslim, sir? Are you Muslim?
Excuse me. I'm sorry about that. What you say, Star?
Are you Muslim? Muslim?
No, sir. No, sir.
Well, according to the Quran,
Methodist.
According to the Quran,
Methodist.
Okay, well, Methodist. According to the Quran, according to the Quran, you can spank them on the bottom of their feet.
Exactly. Yeah. That was the kind of energy that was going on in certain places, and you can kind of understand that it's not.
Well, that's still a reality today, sir. That's today. It's not bad. That's still how they give it up today. If you follow, the Quran.
Yeah. And it should be that way. I ain't gonna say in every aspect, but in a lot of ways, you see, the main thing that happened, men over time, we had no. I'm sorry about that, Star, my dog.
Take your time.
Down, girl. Yeah. Over time, you've seen a lot of things going on that was like you was trying to keep a woman in a certain spot, and then we kind of opened the doors up,
right?
And with even
too much freedom,
petty right now, sir.
Too much freedom.
We can be petty like this. We can be petty right now with it though, like even welfare, and you got a chick in the project, but she got her own crib. She'll put you out. The man had no problem holding everything down for years. We had no problem holding everything down year after year after year after year. Might go cheat, might go do whatever you're doing. You might be messing with other women, get another girl.
Back in those days, there was an understanding. Hang on a second, let me jump in.
Okay.
Sir, let me just say this, and then I'll come back to you because I got another call in the queue. Back in those days, if there was an understanding, bitch, play your position. Play your position,
Oh. And it's not optional. Okay. It's not optional.
All right, sir, it sounds like you're doing a lot right now. You sound far away, but I appreciate the call, man. I appreciate you.
Hold on, I want to talk about that other thing, though, too.
You gotta take off the headset, sir. It sounds crazy. I can't let you kill the vibe. Can you call back?
Here I go right now.
There you go.
I'm taking it off right now.
There you go. Yes, sir. Go ahead, finish up. Sir, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, don't kill the vibe. Please, go ahead. You have the floor.
Is that better?
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Yes. Yeah, I think in a way, though, two-star, we got to look at it from an aspect like, I know this going to be crazy to you. Now, just give me a second to bring my end in, because I know how he is now.
Come on.
Give me a second now.
Come on.
Give me a second. Yeah, but I think on the aspect of the earthquakes and everything, it could be, they could be coming though, Star. They could be coming. This could be something
this could be like almost like some technology battle going back and forth. Asia been getting hit crazy.
Sir, fuck that earthquake. Let's finish up on these bitches, man. Let's finish up on these hoes. You know? Finish up on the bitches,
Okay. And I wanted to tell you, though, the other thing.
Well, hang on a second. Let me throw something at you. Let me throw something. I think the game got fucked up. Never mind voting. I think the game got fucked up when a female could get on the deed to the house. The deed.
Oh yeah.
Bitch, I bought this house.
That was the whole.
How are you getting half of the motherfucking house? Let's finish up. On that.
Hey, I'm telling you, I'm feeling it, bro. I think that was something I ain't gonna say it was always built to break us up, bro, but that was something to kind of break the home up in the black community in a lot of ways. What you put that, right. I know. I was fucking around with chicks though, Star. Right. I mean, real talk. Hey man, you in the Jets? She getting paid $26 to live there. She don't got no rent, Star. She paying $26. They pay her $26 to live there. She got the crib. Oh wow. So now when you decide to make a little move late night or something and she flip out, you come back to the crib, all your shoes and clothes and shit out on the front porch and all in the yard. They done flipped out. You wonder, like, how could you even do this? I mean,
I never been in that position, sir. So I never been in that position.
Man, I done held you down. I done took care of the whole situation, and we fell off for a second, and then we get back straight, and then we fall off with or whatever that's going on in the situation, and once that control get put in there, women go use their power. A lot of times, like your strongest men, they know how to delegate. Your strongest women gonna let you know they strong. A lot of times you see that in situations like even working, it's a little tougher working for a woman, man. It's a little tougher. She go show you she run things. Shit. She wanna let you know. Yeah. She run this. I come in. My little boss.
Sir, can I chime in? Because I gotta take another call. Can I chime in?
Oh.
Can I chime in?
Oh no, you already know.
Have you considered burning down the whole fucking house? And everybody got to go. Her, the goddamn kids, and the dog. Just burn the motherfucker down.
Oh yeah, the other night, yeah.
So I gotta go. I'm wilding. I gotta go.
Yeah.
I'm wild. I gotta go. Thank you, man.
Okay.
Thank you. Yes, sir. Burn the whole fucking house down, man. Bitch won't act right. Bitch gotta go. Folks, we are really off the rails tonight. Hang on a second. It's just David tapping in. Hey, man, good to hear from you. Thank you for your support. David, are you there?
Yes, sir. Hey, Star. How's it going?
Okay. How's the spelling on the screen? YouTube.com/@DVD1646.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, it's perfect.
Okay, hold on a second. Okay. Do you want us to try to have the conversation tonight? What was the question you and I were going back and forth with regards to the Ethiopian Bible and Christianity? I forget.
Yeah, I think it was about like giving credit to Ethiopia for having like the oldest form of Christianity. So it's just if that's something that they should be proud of, or just people in color, like if you want to say black people, if we should be proud for having the oldest form of Christianity. And I had a bit of a different viewpoint on the subject, because I said, should we really feel proud or take credit for something that we didn't create? So you might have the oldest form of something, but you didn't necessarily create it. So if it was brought to you, then can you be proud? Like, how much pride can you have in something that you didn't create? But you can be proud that you have the oldest form of something. That's okay. So
hang on a second, David, if I can jump in. It's very late and I've been sipping, and I appreciate your knowledge and your patience. Guys, this is David, one of my sponsors, very knowledgeable man. He's the author of 2 books, Decoded and Decoded 2, with regards to the Bible. I think my question was, if I remember, because we've been talking about having this discussion many, many moons. This is not new for you and I. Is the Ethiopian Bible the real Bible? I think that was what I was asking you. Is the Ethiopian Bible the true Bible? Because there's certain books that have been taken out of what people know of by way of the King James Version. And
definitely something.
Let's be careful how we use that term black, because people get it real fucked up, especially African Americans. Cleopatra was black, Nefertiti was black. Cleopatra and Nefertiti would spit in the face of the average African American. Right? Right?
I was tempted to say that's a whole fact.
Yeah. How dare you speak to me? Somebody give this slave 20 lashings.
That's a fact.
Put him or put her in a fucking send them to the gallows. Give them a ration of bread for a week and a half a cup of water. Let's go.
Oh my God.
Come on, let's go, Dave. Let's go. Let's go.
But you know what's crazy? Can you imagine? Let's look at this King Azana. Now, he's the one that declared Christianity the state religion of Ethiopia.
Yes.
But prior to that, Ethiopia had a strong Jewish tradition. So they were predominantly Jewish, of course, mixed with some paganism as well, but they're predominantly Jewish. So can you imagine if you actually had a second Jewish state? Had he not changed things, Ethiopia would have been a Jewish state today. So he kind of undid all the work of the Queen of Sheba, also known as Makeda, also known as Bilqis to the Arabs. They know her as Bilqis. She's the one that went up to visit Solomon. She had the baby. She had Menelik. And Solomon trained him in how to rule. He went back to Ethiopia to be with his mother. And she brought the Jewish religion to Ethiopia. So
if I can jump in for a second, David, because people may not understand, you're talking about a different type of Jew back then. Different type of Jew.
Yes, most definitely. Yeah. So I feel like he undid all the work that she did. So when we say, we relish in the fact that, Ethiopia has the oldest form of Christianity. But what was his motive? Because some believe it was disingenuous, that he was trying to strengthen trade relations with the Roman world. So did he do a disservice to his people by compromising their identity in order for business, for political reasons? So if they were all Jews, Ethiopian Jews, and then King Azana says, you know what, now we're Christian because he had a political agenda or a business agenda, then in essence, he did a disservice to his people. So fast forward, now today we can all say, Ethiopia has the oldest form of Christianity. We can take pride in that. But what about your cultural identity prior to that? Because you got to ask, you just look at the story. How does an ex-slave from, what is it, Phoenician, which would be like present day Lebanon, how does an ex-slave convert a king to his religion? I'm speaking about Frumentius. Frumentius was the merchant that was a bondman sold into slavery under the royal family, the Ethiopian family. So how influential was he? He must have been one hell of a salesman. Yeah. So for him to convert a king, the king took the religion of a slave. Clearly, there was an ulterior motive. He had to have a political agenda. And as far as I'm concerned, he undid all the work that the Queen of Sheba did, that Makeda did. I'll call her by the real name, Makeda.
Okay.
She brought Judaism to Ethiopia. So imagine if he never declared it a Christian nation. That means today, presently, Ethiopia would be a Jewish nation. And that's a whole fact. And then you'd have two Jewish nations today. You'd have an African Jewish nation, Ethiopia. So whatever they did, like Frumentius, he had to appeal to the what was it, the guy, the Patriarch of Alexandria.
Hang on a second, David, because I want people to know who I'm talking to. Guys, this is one of my sponsors and a very knowledgeable man. His name is David. On the screen, it says YouTube link. And David, I should put your email address in the, hold on a second, at the top of the,
ddcordova@gmail.com.
do you want me to put that one? ddcordova@gmail.com?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Hang on a second.
But yeah, so yeah, the religion was a foreign transplant. They brought that doctrine.
Go ahead. I'm sorry, Kev.
Yeah, it's a foreign transplant. They brought that doctrine into Ethiopia. The Syrian missionaries, they brought that in there because you got to keep it real. At the end of the day, the books were translated from Greek to the Ethiopian language. I think it's called Ge'ez. I'm not pronouncing it correctly, but I know the spelling. So the Christian Bible, we say, oh, is Ethiopia have the original Bible? The original Bible wasn't translated from Ethiopian to Greek. It was translated from Greek to Ethiopian. So now, if we're like, oh wow, Christianity started in Ethiopia.
Are you sure about that, David? Are you sure about that?
Well, it had to be because the Syrian missionaries, they translated it from Greek to the Ethiopian language. They translated it to it wasn't the reverse. It wasn't vice versa. That's why today they're still calling on Yesus Christos. That doesn't sound very African to me. So they're calling on what sounds very Greek actually. So for an African tradition, why are we calling on Yesus Christos?
So to round this out, you're saying that the Ethiopian Bible is not the true Bible. That's what you're saying.
I don't believe it to be. No, I don't, because because Christianity is a foreign transplant. It was brought there by Syrian missionaries. And like I said, Frumentius was a merchant from Phoenicia, which would be modern day Lebanon. He was the one who converted a king. A king changed the course and the national identity of his nation and took on the religion of an ex-slave for his purpose. And that was to strengthen political ties with the Roman world.
Are you familiar with, David, are you familiar with King Alexander Jannaeus?
No, not familiar. No, not Jannaeus. No.
Hang on a second, because it's been quite some time. Let me send you this link here. Folks,
Jannaeus,
David's on the line. Alexander, Jannaeus. Jannaeus. I'm going to send you the link.
Sure.
He was a killer. Stone cold fucking killer.
Weren't they all? Yeah.
check your email. And hang on a second. Stay with me. Folks, this show is extended. We're coming up on 4 hours. Blade says the Ethiopian Jews were not. Okay, Blade is talking real crazy. Wow. Thank you, Blade. Thank you, Blade. Elvis the Chef Rosenberg, I got your donation, sir. Thank you for tapping in. Blaze says, lady, Star is the nigga that your dad warned you to stay away from. That's a whole fact. Yeah. That's a fact. I will wear a bitch's heels down. Yeah. Did you get my email, David?
Oh, yeah, I'm just reading it now. This Alexander Jannaeus.
King!
Jannaeus.
Alexander.
King.
Jannaeus.
Yeah, Kingdom of Alexander Jannaeus.
Can you hold on, David? David, stay with me. Stay with me. I'm going to bring in one more call because this person has been on hold for a while. Area code 678. Are you there? 678? Yes, no, maybe?
Hello. Yes, I'm right here, sir.
Yes, sir. How are you? I'm going to put David on hold and come back.
Well, sir.
Let me put David on hold. David, stay there. All right, so you've been on hold. I appreciate your support. Where do you want to start?
I appreciate you for answering my call and allowing me to speak on your platform.
Okay. Where do you want to start?
Now, I called in about the topics, but I do want to straighten something out. He would have to explain why Hebrew is an Afro-Asiatic language. That's how it's categorized by all scholars in places where you would receive your information. That's what it's categorized as. Yiddish did not exist until those Hebrews or their religion, hint, hint, moved up into Europe, and then Yiddish was created. Yiddish and Hebrew are not the same.
David, are you there?
It is.
Hang on.
Yeah, I hear loud and clear. Yeah.
That man's talking to you.
It is a insult to say that the Greeks gave that religion to the Africans.
Well, that's why.
Location-wise,
that's why I asked him, is he? Hang on. That's why I asked him, is he sure? But I
Christianity?
want David to respond.
Christianity? Are you saying that I said that the Greeks brought Christianity to Africa? You say that's the insult? Are you talking about the Hebrews, the original Hebrews? Wait, which one are you talking about?
Sir, because
I'm saying that the Bible was translated from Greek to Ethiopian.
Hold on. Don't pretend to be some type of intellectual and then speak over someone. We can do it that way too, bud. Let's do it.
One that time. Go ahead.
All right, who's going?
David, you want to?
No, I'm listening. I'm listening to you.
Go ahead. You have the floor, sir.
I'm listening to you.
Okay, let's do it.
Go ahead.
It is
I gotta hear this.
Insult for you to say that. Oh, there was this Jewish thing. You literally just said they brought the Jewish religion as well. Am I lying?
No, you weren't listening.
Translated.
You weren't listening. That's not what I said. No. You're conflating two different things. You clearly weren't listening. I said that the Queen of Sheba had.
Well, David, go ahead.
Now you're talking about. Let me finish. Let me. Okay, the Queen of Sheba, whose name is Makeda, who is known as Bilqis to the Arabs. She had relations with King Solomon. Out of that relationship was born a baby named Menelik. Menelik was their son. There's no confusion about that. King Solomon taught him rulership, how to be a king. He returned back to Ethiopia, but the Queen of Sheba brought Judaism, what she learned from King Solomon, to Ethiopia. So I'm saying
you just said
the Queen of Sheba. It's just
my goodness.
So I'm saying that they were predominantly.
I think you're a little bit confused
Jews.
there, bud. Do you hear what you're saying?
No, I'm speaking what I'm saying, so of course.
Can we let David finish? Can we let David finish, and then, sir, you will have a.
But I don't understand how you would I don't understand how you would take issue with that. I don't understand how that would. I don't get that. The Queen of Sheba, that's the narrative. Went to see King Solomon. They had a baby. She returned. There was no breath in her. Well, when she saw the men worship, there was no breath in her.
Huh?
And it's the story. You know the story. And she came back, brought Judaism to her people. I'm not speaking
about fairy tales, sir. I'm talking about history.
Well, what are you talking about? His story, my story, your story?
David, let's let this man respond.
Okay.
We're having a discussion.
I gotta hear this.
Having a discussion.
Sir, you're speaking. You said the Queen of Sheba, or whatever name you choose to give her, because let's be honest, dead people don't write the current history books. Let's be honest.
Okay.
Now, you're saying that she brought Judaism. That is synonymous with Hebrew. It was not brought into Africa. It was developed and formed in Africa.
Israel is on the tectonic plate of Africa. It's Northeast Africa.
Bro, if you think those pale so-called Israelis, and I have respect for them, my best friend from high school is Israeli. No, we're not going to do this.
That's a different conversation.
No.
That's a different conversation. We're not discussing the origins of the original Hebrew Israelites. I was just talking about Ethiopia.
No, you're trying to speak.
Man, I wish I could have cammed up for this one. I would have preferred a face-to-face.
Ethiopia.
Okay, guys, listen, guys, here's what we're going to do. I want you guys to finish up, but one at a time, please. Let one speak, and then the other respond. Otherwise, it sounds
Okay.
congested.
Absolutely.
Sir, what is your name?
Yeah,
What's your name, sir?
My name is Chris.
Chris. Okay, Chris, you have the floor. Okay, speak for a minute or more. Let David respond. Then we'll go back to you. Then we'll give David a response, and we'll try and flush this out. I appreciate your call. You have the floor now. Go ahead.
I appreciate you giving me the floor, and I appreciate you picking up my call. I don't want to seem like that. My thing is, how in the green, blue world are you hopping between Christianity, Hebrew, and Judaism? Yes, Hebrew and Judaism are two different things. If you don't believe me, ask why you would have to learn Hebrew and Yiddish. They're two different things. So you're claiming that they brought this thing, and it's like, hey, man, this thing wasn't brought here until relatively recently. What you're talking about, the bastardized version of the Hebrew religion, that wasn't brought to Africa until years later, and that was brought by colonizers. The reason that you're not talking about, why the Ethiopians ended up, I don't want to say agreeing, but forming a certain, what they thought was partnership, is because they realized that the histories matched up. They didn't realize that certain groups were going to control the narrative. They didn't realize that those same certain groups, once they come back and they hush them, hey, if you guys stop talking about where this really came from, we'll let you come live with us, and you know we got it going on, baby. Don't even try that. You know we got it going on.
Okay, I'm going to jump in here for a second. Chris, you said Chris, right?
No, sir. Yes, sir.
Hang on. Just hang on. Now, David is a caller, and he and I have these conversations where we jump around, we throw things at each other. We're not so concerned about being technical. If you would like to have a conversation another day, because we're coming up on the 4-hour mark here. Not that I'm trying to stop you guys from speaking. I just want to give some context to how he and I converse. We shoot emails back and forth. We throw things at each other by way of, religion, different doctrines, and we enjoy, throwing curveballs at each other. Pause, or just,
absolutely,
or just the exchange of information. So I just wanted to say that. But you're more than welcome to stay in touch via email, and we can get you back on the line.
Yeah,
and you guys can have a more lengthy conversation that is not necessarily, trying to say one is wrong or not. The other one didn't mention this and or that. We're coming up on the 4-hour mark. I'm sipping, but let David respond to what you're saying, and let's hope and try that we can all get back on the line another day, maybe like within the first 30 minutes of a show, and really hash this out and educate each other and the audience. David, you have the floor.
Yeah, so I would pose the question to Chris. I'd say right now, presently, is Ethiopia considered a Jewish nation? Yes or no? Is Ethiopia a Jewish nation?
Well,
I would say no.
Okay, I agree with you, Chris. It's not. So why do you think it's not?
They wouldn't have to ask for permission to come into Israel, even though, if you really know literature, no Jew or Hebrew is supposed to be in a quote-unquote Israel. We're not going to talk about that. And if they were truly a part of the nation, if they were truly a part of the nation, I don't mean to overtalk you. I want to say this. They wouldn't be literally hitting these women that come from these nations, that nation. They wouldn't be injecting them with certain chemicals that end up making them.
Dave,
I just gave away my 5 minutes.
Let him speak.
Can I get my 5 minutes back?
Dave, let him speak.
They can't have babies.
Sure.
The chemicals they fill them with, they end up becoming sterile. So no, they're not a part of the nation. No, they're not.
Okay.
You wouldn't be doing those experiments on them and doing those things to them. No, I don't know. Don't apologize. Like, people take things, pause, on the chin when it actually lands in your lap. Come on.
Yeah,
that's a pause. Okay, now hang on. Chris, I gave
Can
you. No, David, stay there because I got to get out of here.
Sure,
Chris, stay in touch via email. I'm coming up on the 4-hour mark. I appreciate the call,
Absolutely,
man.
sir.
Let's get you back in the line next week, all right?
Oh man.
Absolutely, sir. Thank you.
Okay, David, hang on. David, just relax. I'm gonna give you the last word.
Blessings, Chris. Blessings.
Okay.
Blessings to you too, David.
There is Chris
Trust me.
signing
Respect.
off. Okay. David, you have the last word. This has been a good exchange of sorts because
it was fun. Yeah.
We did this at the last minute. I have been talking about the Ethiopian Bible for years. This is not a new conversation for me. I enjoy your knowledge, and you're very knowledgeable, man. A lot of this stuff I have to become reacquainted with because in order to reach the position that I have reached, and I don't say this to be disrespectful to others, of a rational awakening, I had to sift through a lot of this, and know what it is that I am quote unquote denouncing. That's why I asked you about King Alexander Janais. Anyway, promote your platform, please. Your information is on my screen, and then let's get you back in the line next week. You have the floor, David.
For sure. So at youtube.com, DVD 1646. I actually just released my third book right now. It's called Angels.
Nice.
So that's available on Amazon. So I actually got 3 books out right now.
Nice.
And Decoded the Bible Explained. I consider that to be like the Cole's Notes or the Cliff Notes for those who in college and university. It's like the cheat code.
Okay.
And my book on angels, I'm very proud of that. It was a laborious process, a lot of research. I put a lot into it. So I'm so happy that it's out there. It's on the market. It's available for purchase. So please, you won't be disappointed. This book is a heavy book that I just released. And I think now's the right time to reintroduce the world to angels, because a lot of talk about extraterrestrials going on, Anunnaki. So I really think people are going to enjoy this.
I will be promoting that book for you as soon as I get my copy in the mail. David, great to talk to you, man. Thank you so much.
It's coming.
I got it.
Oh, thank you, Star.
Pause.
Okay.
It's
Thank
coming.
you, man.
Pause. Okay.